Yo, 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 yo. What the hell's going on, everybody out there? Let's see. We don't know what the hell's going on either. We just figured we'd jump live for a minute and say hey to everybody. What's up, LW? Mr. Duggar, how you guys doing?
What's up, brother? How you
I'm
doing?
doing good.
You know, back from all that crazy nonsense and the slob stuff, got all that done. So that was a whole lot of fun.
Was it?
Oh yeah, it was a good time.
How was Nate? Was he behaved?
No, well, yeah, Nate was behaved. Nate's usually behaved. Nate behaves well. I like Nate.
How many times did he go to the buffet?
They had a late night buffet. I don't know. We'd have to ask Nate. That light's bright. We'd have to ask Nate what time how many times he ate. But it was a lot of fun. I got me a Buc-ee's shirt, Mr. Duggar.
Did you?
Yeah, look, a Buc-ee's fishing shirt, and it's got the little Buc-ee guy on here and the Buc-ee on the back.
A high school buddy of mine started Buc-ee's.
Really?
Two of them actually. Man, that thing blew up big. We had the first one ever was in outside of Brazoria.
Now, do you get free barbecue now?
No, I haven't seen him in 30 years.
You need to go check on him.
Maybe 40 years.
I'd be checking on him.
Yeah, we used to go kneeboarding together and stuff. Back when we were all young and dumb.
Well, that's cool. Hell yeah. Well, I got his shirt on. LW, tell me, please. How did the field trip go today, LW?
Oh, the field day? It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, what'd you do? How many dads were there?
There was a lot. There was a lot of dads there. It's a pretty big school, so there's probably only 25% of the parents showed up, but that was a lot of parents. You know, it's a pretty big elementary school there, but it was fun. You know, all the kids trying to hula hoop and, you know, all those little races they do. Were holding a cup of water on their head, trying to go down. You know,
like the egg and the spoon type of thing. You know, where they're running down.
Yeah, it was fun to watch these kids. It was like the Slob Olympics for kids, you know, pretty fun.
I got you. That sounds like fun.
We got some people from my stream in here. Is Miss Kim's in here?
Yeah, what's up? What's up, Kim? We got Gandalf in here too. What's up, Gandalf? Andy Heinrich. What's up?
Gandalf's here.
Barry Wilson. Nate's in here. Speaking of the devil, what's up, Barry Wilson? Good to see you, man. That was some funny stuff earlier today, Barry. I was listening to. I was laughing pretty hard. Yeah, Nate the Great's in here. We got Rec Talk. Rec Talk's in here. Rec Talk. I got some funny video. I got a video coming out tomorrow, Rec Talk. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. Who else we got? Joe Hupp. What's up, Joe Hupp? Get to know Stomp. What's up? Get to know. Good to see you, man. Good to see a Dozer in here as well. Gandalf. Said Gandalf.
Nate, how you doing, brother? Gandalf.
LW, I have to ask.
Yeah.
Any single moms at that thing there? Did you run into any?
Well, I was helping the ladies out, you know, drag the coolers around and stuff, but I wouldn't say that I wasn't going around asking everybody, so you single or what, lady? But there was a couple noteworthy yoga pants for sure.
Well, that's good. That's good. You can see how many of them you can carry in a spoon.
Thank God for yoga pants.
Yeah, they're a pretty cool invention. Well, a lot of times it's one of those pros and the cons. You know, sometimes people really shouldn't wear them.
Well, that's true, but you know, everybody's got wishes.
I guess so. Well, Crimson Brave coming in here. What do you say? I'm so amazed. I'm showing something smart ass. I'm so amazed you're even sitting there and nobody even thought of throwing you off the boat. Well, a lot of people thought about throwing me off the boat, Crimson Brave, but then we started talking about you. What's up, Melted Copper? Good to see you, man. Well, yeah, so it was fun, LW. You liked it?
Oh, yeah, it was a good time.
Duggar, you catch any fish?
I did. I caught a nice limit of rainbows the other day, and I had a Duggar feast. There's nothing better than fresh fish, man.
I guess maybe fresh steak.
Oh yeah. Well, I like my steak aged a little bit, but
Well, yeah,
I could murder him and take a bite of him rare. It don't matter. I like me some dead cow pretty good, man.
Melted Copper says he's on a boat. Where are you at, Melted Copper? What kind of boat you on? Oh, shoot. Well, yes, anything go on in the news? We can, here in a minute too, whatever, we can drop the link for a minute, here in a minute. But I would like to catch up real quick. First, though, anything happened while I was gone? Anything fun, exciting? I've been totally turned off from, I came on Gutters the other night for a second, but other than that, I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of shit going down, with that USAID, and they're really putting it to that donor site, Blue Sky or something like that. What was the name of it? Big donor, Democratic donor there, and they are just all the CEOs and stuff. They quit. It's the same company that just happened to show up with almost $1 billion for camel toes there. I mean, I can't call her anything but camel toes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that whole.
She ended up with like $1 billion, and where's it at? It's gone. In fact, she owes money.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. That stuff starts to get to me after a while. You know what I did hear though? I did hear Clemson was winning the portal in March.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah, they were. Yeah, they're the March champions of recruiting. So go Clemson Tigers. I think they're all I'm joking. It's like they actually are brag. Not when I say they, I don't mean like Pete or any, but there's this big Clemson fans are. Yeah, we're on top, like on Twitter and stuff like that. It's kind of funny to look at. It's like it's March, man. It's the beginning of March, and you're bragging. So we'll see what happens.
That's one thing. The new college football. I mean, I've been watching college football since I was 5 years old. Was that 1982, 1983? I mean, it's been a long time since I've been a college football fan, but a lot of this stuff is kind of, I don't know, made me tune out. Like, I just want to show up and watch Alabama play. I don't really care anymore about what are you going to do? Get excited for players who sign to your team? They'll transfer before you even know their name, or jersey number. It's just like
that seems to be about how it is. I've never gave too much, to keep up with it that long year round. I just can't do it. I mean, even when I do those, shows and stuff that I have to do, I just study up beforehand. I'll be honest.
Yeah, just tell me who's on the team, right before kickoff in game one, and I'll pay attention.
That's 100% how it is. Exactly how it is. I usually get somebody gives me a cheat sheet just to.
Right.
I swear to God, I'm not lying.
Oh, I believe you.
Study this here the day before. This is what we're talking about. Okay, cool. I got it. And I can do it. I'm good at it.
Yeah, that's good. You don't want to go live and say, that white guy number 7. You might ought to know their name.
The token white guy.
That one cracker. What's his name? Restrepo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more excited that it's spring baseball.
Yeah. Is it? When does baseball season actually start?
Next month.
Next month. So that's coming up pretty good. I was actually. I might watch some baseball this year. I haven't got into baseball myself. What's up, Magic Angel? Good to see you. Where have I been? I've been in Florida and the Bahamas, and I've been not on YouTube. I've been doing fun things. Not that I don't like YouTube, but it's good to get away and do stuff. Have you ever been on a cruise, LW?
No, sure haven't.
What about you, Duggar?
I've been on a cruise. I was worked on the water for about 20 years too.
I know that. I mean, but as far as like a vacation, like a cruise,
not on one of them big ships. You know, I've been to the Bahamas a bunch of times. You know, off of Florida,
Right.
but I was never a big crowd kind of person. You know.
But, you know, I didn't know if I'd like it or not, but I had fun. It was a good time. I'll definitely go again. It's not like, you know, one of my first things, you know, on my list, but I'll definitely do it again. It was fun.
I think it would seem, it doesn't seem fun to me. Just my, you know, being stuck somewhere where I like to roam around and be, you know, look at stuff and try different.
Yeah, me too.
Like
Me
if I go on
too.
vacation, you know, I want to roam around and try different areas of town or restaurants or whatever people are doing, you know, but it seems like
Yeah.
it'd only be fun if it was a large group of people you were with.
100%. And that's what I was about to say. Even, you know, Mrs. Fools and I were talking, you know what I mean? It's not like I can say this without somebody saying, oh, but it would be kind of boring if it was just like you and your wife, you know, like, you know, just the two of you walking around and like, okay, what are we going to do now? You know, it's fun to have friends there to do something like that. It's just, now it would be different if it was one of those like river cruises or something and you were going
Right.
and popping off and seeing all these sights, but just being on this boat, you know, it was fun to have a group of people. Uh-oh, who's this?
What's up?
That's my baby girl.
Good.
What you doing, Gutters, bub?
How are you guys?
What up, lady?
Well, I have been knee
Why are you a coffee cup?
I'm changing it right now.
Okay. You knew I was going to yell at you, didn't you?
I know.
All right.
I've been elbow deep in mouse shit for all day. Well, half the day.
Well,
Yeah,
you
no,
come again? Wait, come again? Come again?
I got my RV. I pulled my RV out of storage today. And I found mice in my silverware drawer.
Oh, no.
Put
Yeah.
some peanut butter traps out and bread. That'll get them.
Oh my gosh. I'm telling you what. I stink like pure bleach and whatever else I could find underneath my sink too. I don't know. I might have to replace my drawers. We'll see. We'll see.
Who's making the joke first? I mean, come on. That just got thrown out there. Who's making it?
Might have to change my drawers this week.
Smells like bleach.
Well, look at there. There's Catfish Cameron. How you doing, little buddy? That's one of the goodest people I ever met on this YouTube right there.
Who's that we got?
Y'all check out his channel. That's a good dude. He got him a little handlebar mustache. And he actually knows how to fish a little bit.
What's up, Cameron? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, Cameron. Coming in over there on Duggar's channel. This is being streamed out. What are we live on your channel, Duggar? Live over here on
Yeah, we're live on this. We all want you to come over here and
live on LW.
LW there. We're kickstarting LW again. So you want to somebody drop LW's link in there.
And that would be good. Gutters, you know, you can always feel free to do the same thing. Do you have like your StreamYard? Do you have that capability, or are you still using Temu stuff?
I'm not using Temu shit. No more.
No more Temu. Have you? What'd you just? Oh no, never mind. I remember you told me. Yeah, you actually figured that out. Good. What's up, P Digits? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, P Digits.
I have, Cameron. I have. It's about time to go fishing, little buddy.
Hey, Mr. Duggar, you'll be happy to know, you know, I'm not going to sit here and talk tons about what I did, but I did get a Slob Olympics video done and uploaded to YouTube. I haven't made it public yet. I haven't made it public yet because I didn't think it would be smart to do that at, 2 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, so sometime tomorrow we'll put out a cool video. There's some cool stuff, some funny stuff on there. It's pretty cool. Crimson. Yeah, next year I'm going to drag Crimson down there. I'm going to beat him up again. I'm going to give him a swirly. Oh, geez. Too much fun. So, Gunners, back to your mouse shit problem. Um, yeah, and back to your drawers.
Yes.
Can we go back to talking about Gunners drawers? That would be a lot better right about now.
How
I'm
much
totally
they
sick
smell
and
like
tired.
mouse piss?
Oh my god.
Mhm.
That's,
Oh my gosh, it was so. Oh, you don't even know. The thing about it was I just checked on my RV. Like, I want to say it was about 2.5 weeks ago. Like, I'm just furious. And I even opened up the pan drawer because I looked to see if I had these liners that you stick in each one of the pans so they don't scratch
Gunners
each
is one of
other.
those people now.
Mm.
She's one of those people that
Brandon, we're all friends, and we're all streaming off of Traveling Fools. You know, just I figure there's a lot of good people in my or as I call them, loyal subjects on my channel. They interesting people too, and we like to invite everybody up to come in. I do stream a lot with Traveling Fools and Gutters and LW. So here we are in our magnificent that it is.
Yeah, we all coexist, I guess. Even though we put up with the people who smell like mouse piss, but I mean, everybody's welcome here. We like everybody, even if your drawers smell like mouse piss,
Hey, a little bit. Yeah.
a little bit.
Well, let's just say now they smell like mouse piss with bleach in them because I just poured bleach in it and left it in there to soak up.
Now, let me ask you this: are they like? Is it like
I almost told you.
Plywood drawers or
press? Yeah.
So, I mean, were they kind of dry? I mean, is everything soaked into them?
Yeah.
I'd burn them. I'd rip the sons of bitches out and put new ones in. I don't know. I don't know.
I know. That's kind of where we've already got wood cut. I was just trying to. It's only on the bottom piece of where the drawer, the bottom piece of the drawer. It didn't get on the sides or anything like that, but I just went ahead and I tried to pull it apart. I wasn't sure what to do. I'm just like, fuck.
Lysol will kill it.
Well, they say to do the bleach, so I'm trying that. If
Look,
that don't work,
it's
there's some enzymes you can do, and
no, fuck those enzymes. They smell just as weird. By the time you go through all this trouble, you can just put a new. You say it's just the bottom?
It's just the bottom drawer, the bottom piece of the drawer, super thin.
Yeah,
like
but the whole drawer, you could probably build. It's a freaking camper. It's not like you're living in a goddamn. It's not like it's.
That's what
Hugh Hefner's house, and you're replacing every drawer in there. What is it?
That probably smells a lot different than that.
Yeah.
Knock that bottom out. You don't even have to go back to that same thin board. Just got to make the bottom even on the edges.
Yeah, it's got like a frame that it sits in. You know how it's got that runner, and then it's got a little groove that sits in there. So, I think we found a board that Sean's going to actually cut, and we're going to replace it. It only did that in one.
Oregon, do you not a Lowe's or a Home Depot? Or
yes, and I can go and grab one, which I will if he doesn't have the right one.
Found a board. What are you going out there milling shit in the woods? I think we found a board. You can go to a 4x8 sheet of plywood, get some nice birch plywood, 4x8 sheet, what that's going to cost you about probably $75-$80 there. You could build all the drawers real new, bottom, everything. It's a one-day project, put them back in there. Or you can spend.
But you act like we're you and we know how to build the drawers. We don't, dude. I mean, like, this is
not hard.
Listen, I know all about drawers.
I don't know if you know about my drawer skills, though.
Well, from what I hear with tonight, I don't want to.
Once again, we must all salute Marvin for taking one.
Jesus.
He called me from work and he goes, "So how'd you do with the RV?" And I said, well, I drove it and I did really good. And he doesn't know about the mice yet. And I said I drove it and I did really good. I said, and I went to back it up into the yard and I made some ruts and I don't care because I knew he was going to be irritated that I made ruts in the yard. And he goes, "Oh, you made ruts in the yard?" I go, "Yeah, I made ruts in the yard." He said, "Well, maybe you should." He said, "I'll teach you how to. I'll show you how to pat them down. We have a tamper. I'll show you how to tamp them down." I said, "All right, I'll watch you do it."
Look at what Magic Angel says there. I just highlighted her comment. I don't know what you're talking about, Magic Angel. We're talking about drawers and gutters, cabinets that she has to redo. Magic Angel, we don't know what you're talking about here, but
I think I know what she's talking about. That's southern drawers.
Oh.
Yeah, so I almost did call you because I'm like, oh my god, do I just replace it? It's just the top drawer it didn't get on
Okay,
it.
let me ask you this. Can I ask you a quick question?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any tools at your house?
No.
Okay, then yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah, I'm fucked.
Okay, what? A hammer?
I got a hammer. I don't have a saw though.
Yeah, I was about to say any sort of saw.
That's where I stopped when I said, "Do you have any tools?" And she's like, "No," and I'm like, "Okay." She doesn't even have a saw.
There's got to get a good little carpenter somewhere around your house.
You know what I would do if I was you? If I was rich like you, I mean, Jesus Christ, oh my God, like the richest person on YouTube that we know, you own two planes. I mean, sweet Jesus. Here's Gunners.
He just doesn't
anybody who doesn't, I don't understand. She's like,
it's
oh,
like
the upkeep on it.
Who owns a boat, they're rich. No, they're not. They're poor because they own a boat. Trust me.
I know. So this is Gunners getting into her fucking plane. She has two planes. At first, we thought she just had one plane. Then we find out she's got two planes. Now she's got a damn RV she bought because they're about to travel the country, but they put it up for the winter and it's got mice in it. I mean, you're rich. Why don't you just call somebody like me, some poor person, to come in there and fix your drawers?
Or take it to your high school.
I'm not calling you. Trust me.
Take it to your high school. They got a shop class.
Right.
Yeah. You're gonna get Gunners arrested.
Right.
Oh, that's true.
No,
you still got that restraining order?
Sean's father-in-law has a table saw, so we'll get the board, cut it.
Well, listen, Marvin's had I don't think Marvin should be the one cutting these things.
No, Marvin's not cutting it.
Okay, cool.
Honest.
Whoever's got the table saw, let them do it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Pay them $20. Give them the wink when Marvin leaves the room. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
How many drawers? How many drawers is it?
It's only two. Actually, it's only one because the other drawer's fine. It's just one drawer.
Just throw those drawers out and go without two drawers.
No, I only have two drawers. Those are the two drawers in the.
Anybody just tuning in? Gutters only owns two drawers, and yeah, she doesn't want to throw them out. LW is trying to talk her into getting rid of her drawers. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, though. Just in case you just got here, now I'm just catching you up on what's going on here.
One for the week and one for the weekend.
I keep seeing this commercial on YouTube about some package you can put in there, some little pouch of stuff that's guaranteed to chase mice off.
And Mr. Duggar putting mothballs in his drawers.
Mothballs works excellent in cinnamon.
Yeah, they were. This one video was trying to talk me into putting Pine Sol in. I'd rather smell fucking mouse piss than Pine Sol.
The people that would go and you'd go to somebody's house and they'd have cats, too many cats.
Yeah, I can't.
And they got the smell. But then remember back in the day, everybody used Pine Sol for everything.
Mm-hmm.
It was like one of the worst things you could, because it stunk just the same. And then it had that Pine Sol cat piss. It was like
piss smell. Yes.
Cat Sol or something.
The two smells just merged together to make it worse.
I never understood why they did that. It's like, why you do that? Now it's like it just smells like double cat piss. Ugh, I can't.
Oh, it's absolutely horrible. Yeah, it stunk so fucking bad. You'd go in there and it'd smell. Any cat piss just smells
Mhm.
horrible.
Yeah.
It's just like the worst. Well, maybe mouse piss, but
Oh,
that's horrible. Another thing that stinks is when a snake sheds its skin. That's another like weird, funky smell that you kind of can't get rid of.
Hi, Big Dog Mo. Right back at you, Joanne.
Who we got? Ain't some people coming in here. If Beer and Backroads was a person, what's up, brother?
what's up, Art?
We got Joanne Glass. What's up, Joanne? Good to see
Debbie?
you, Joanne.
We got all kinds of people.
know.
Melted Copper.
A lot of fun people coming in and hanging out with us tonight. Good to see y'all. We didn't plan on going live. Hell, we ain't been live in a long time.
I
over
love
here.
you. I love you too.
I love
Mom.
you too, Duggar.
It's Big Mama.
Oh,
You're all right.
But he does love you.
yeah, Gunner's so into that conversation.
I love everybody.
Pull the damn drawers out, replace them, put them back in. It'll take you one day, and it'll be done, and you don't have to worry about it anymore. Because every time you put your fork or knife in that drawer, is it your utensils?
Yes.
Oh fuck yeah! But take it out and burn it.
Yeah.
It's utensils.
Yeah.
Or just have somebody just rebuild another drawer and just use the outside of it.
That's what I'm going to do.
No,
Just
pull it out and burn it. Buy new hardware, everything. Just start over. Did I ever tell you about that time that I about the ladle from the urinal? Did I ever tell you that story?
No. Thank you, Melted Copper. No, you
All right,
didn't.
I got a funny story real quick. So Dirty Dave and I and a bunch of people, like when we used to have that, like live in the houseboat and stuff, and do there was a house called the Clubhouse that we'd all would go stay in. Anyway, we'd go to this like skanky, like hole in the wall, horrible adult entertainment club. Okay. And we would always end up there because we were young,
And
late 20s, early 30s. And, we were just having a good time going out, blah, blah, blah. And we'd go out and have dinner and, drinks and stuff at this place. And we'd always end up at this place. Well, it was nasty. It was the gross place. So they had the urinals, going across. And then there was like the trough too, over here. And then there was like 2 urinals in a trough and, the one to stall over there. But they had this ladle in the bucket over there, like you would cook to strain things, like a ladle.
Yeah.
And they would scoop the cigarettes out with that. That's what they would use, that, scooping the cigarettes out of the pee trough and the urinals, So we're leaving out of there one night. And I mean, we were just, well, I wasn't, of course, I was driving. But I'm driving, I had a Lincoln Town Car, this big fucking boat with, it was, newer. It was nice, but it was just decked out, the stinking Lincoln. And fucking Dirty Dave brings that he steals that fucking ladle from there. So I'm driving down the road and we're about halfway home and he starts smacking me in the side of the face with it.
I like Dave already.
As I'm driving down the road, I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, pow, pow. And he was just hammered drunk in the back seat, smacking me in the face with the fucking pee ladle from the place. And I'm fucking pissed off. I'm swinging in the back. I accidentally hit my other friend that was sitting over here. And I'm swinging at him. I'm like, motherfucker, we're screaming and we're all over the road, I'm like, God damn. We get back and, of course we're laughing. I mean, it's as pissed off as I was. It was fucking funny by the time we got home. And so we're sitting out there laughing our asses off. Well, the thing ended up in the back seat of the Lincoln. Well, I didn't want to touch it, and somebody else got kicked up under the seat. Eventually, it just got kicked up under the seat of that car. And I forgot about it. Well, about 2 years later, I sold the car. And, I'm cleaning it out, and I'm stealing it. I'm like, holy fuck, there's the nasty ladle. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I was selling it right then, and I found out I was putting stuff in a box. So I put the ladle in the box, like, okay, I got to throw this away. Like a week later, Dirty Dave moves in. This girl he'd been dating, they move in together. Well, about 6 months later, they move into a house because we were all partying in a houseboat in the clubhouse. So he had to get a legitimate house. I had a house here. It was more fun there. I would just take my Doberman with me. It was fun. And they have a housewarming party. So I go to it. I take that ladle and I stick it in their goddamn thing on their countertop. with him and his new girlfriend that were moving together, moved in together. You know, everybody's got the little bucket thing on the front,
Right.
you know, with all the little ladles and, you know, fucking shit floating around. So I just went in there. I had my jacket. It was like in January, February. You know, I was wearing a jacket and I pulled it out of my side pocket and I just stuck it in that thing in their cabinet, or not their cabinet, their counter, right in that bucket that everybody has. Never said a fucking word about it. About a year later, they were about to get married and they were having an engagement party at their house, and I'm there. I pulled him aside. I said, "You see that ladle right there? It was still fucking there." I said, "You see that fucking ladle right there?" He's like, "Well, you know," he looked at it. And you saw like his face just turned white. He looked over at me and I said, "Yeah, motherfucker, payback's a bitch."
He's thinking about all the times he made soup with that, like poured some soup in a bowl.
Look at Hamburger Helper stirring that shit up, you know.
Oh my God.
Mr. Mac.
I like that. That's a long,
Hey,
patient,
Outlaw.
McEldew, what are you by?
a long, patient get back.
Yeah, I don't. I think about things. I don't just do it.
You're not a reactionary.
No. I know. I'll haunt your soul.
No, you're so.
Oh fuck. Yeah. Sorry for the long story, but there's only one way to tell it, and that's the whole story. You know.
Yeah, and that was terrible. That was just like the ultimate revenge ever.
I'll be right back. I gotta go pee in Gutter's drawers.
Yes. By all means. Mr. Mac is in the house.
Oh shit, Macklin. Macklin, missed you, man. Missed you last week. Really wish we could have hung out with you, dude. Hope you're doing well, Macklin. Good to see you, brother.
Where's
Good to
Miss
see
Mac?
World back there says hi, Macklin back. It's the Big Mac attack.
Somebody else came in here too. Midtown. What's up, Outlaw? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, Outlaw.
RT's here.
Art. Yes.
We got Crispy Treat coming in here too. What's up, Crispy Treat? Good to see you. Good to see you. We're just we don't even know why we went live tonight. Group text, I guess, and everybody's like, "Oh shit, might as well go live. It'll be a lot easier than this texting shit." So here we are.
His birthday. That's why we went.
Whose birthday?
It's LW's.
Today?
It's his second birthday a year. Yeah, we're gonna make his LW's new birthday.
Oh.
Well, that could be that.
Actually, it's
actually
Harley-
Mouse's
his
birthday.
mom's.
And Harley Bama's birthday.
I think.
Oh, I know. Happy birthday, Harley Bama. I stopped in there and wished her a happy birthday.
She's such a sweet lady. I shouldn't have said
So?
to Harley. I feel bad about that. In front of her.
Oh well.
But I got over it. I came over here.
Yeah, she's super sweet.
Yeah, she is awesome. Holy moly.
I don't know what the heck. We got a bunch of people coming in here. Look at this. We got Tracy Spencer. What's up, Tracy? Good to see you. Did you say Holy Moly was in here?
Yeah.
Look at this. What's up, Holy Moly? Duggar stole my song from me. Duggar steals all my trademarks, but you know.
Oh man, you know what? He wants to try to trademark. Y'all got to remember this. I'm a little bit older than the 39-year-old traveling pool. He wants to take credit that you can go play a game of Go Hide and Bucket Hill. Like I ain't never heard that or used it in my life. But he probably is the reason I said it. I'll admit that because he did say that kind of stuff. But I think it's hilarious that we both have the same kind of mind and think alike.
Now, he's talking about back before I, that was back when I used to say bad things. Now I'm just a
Saint.
Yeah, I'm a saint now. I'm
You've
definitely.
been washed in the blood.
He washed in the booze.
You ever see that old movie with Robert Mitchum? What is it called? Like Night of the Hunted, Night of the Hunter, Night of the Hunted, Night of the Hunter. And he's out there. What a great movie that is. Robert Mitchum, old movie. He was a good actor. but he's out there chasing after those kids, and he's like a preacher. That's the one where, you know, love and hate tattooed on his knuckles. That's why you see a lot of people. It's from that old movie. He had love on one hand and hate on the other, tattooed on his knuckles. Great movie.
There's Outlaw.
Yeah, that's a
You
good
hear it?
movie. What are you doing, Gutters? God damn it.
Sorry, I'll mute.
Thank you. You know, there's a mute button. There is this thing called a mute button, like when you.
I know. I mostly do it just to irritate you now, just
It's
because
like,
I know.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to open a bag of crackers. So, guys, yeah, I'm just over here talking to you, and I love when people do. You know, it's so easy to just this button here and keep talking, and everybody can hear you. See, it's so easy. Some of the things that drives me crazy. It's like, God, hit fucking mute. I ain't just saying it ain't just you, Gutters.
If you must know, it was a gummy.
I don't care.
Well, that's why I forget.
I got you. Sorry.
Wow.
Okay.
So did y'all catch any of the wind yet?
Huh?
Oh,
It was blowing hard here.
oh yeah. I think it's moving east across the
That's
country.
just spring washing in. You know, it came a little snowstorm this morning, and before I got up, second time it done melted. But it never did get warm. It was still pretty chilly willy with that wind too, boy.
Look, Art, I was just beginning to like you.
What
He
is that?
says, just run the freaking can opener. It's not great in the headphones. Art, don't give her no fuel over there, Art. I really don't need that right now.
Dude, she's so weird she'll do that, Art. Come on.
She's so weird. She probably has a can opener at her desk.
No, but you know what? They pissed on the can opener. I was not happy.
Well,
Are you going to throw that away, or are you going to Clorox it?
I'm gonna try to Clorox
Well,
it.
Jesus Christ. Remind me to never eat a can of
It's a
campbell
Right.
soup.
fucking $25 can opener, dude.
Be at Gunner's house. And you're like, you know, she's, hey, you want a can of soup? And you're like, is that the pop off
tried
lid?
it
Or
on
is that like the
virus.
pop off lid or the can of.
He's
You
out.
know,
You just want some of that good old hantavirus, don't you?
That's right.
You better see if
I
it
think I'm
kills.
immune.
Oh my God.
After I cleaned out that plate, I've got to be immune, or I'd already be dead. I'm telling
So
you.
did
what.
you find any myceses or
No.
what'd you do?
They're there. They left their calling card.
Not one, but let me tell you what. I always keep a radio blazing in our garage so we don't have mice in there. So let's just say there is a radio blazing in my RV right now. I'm sure the neighbors are like, what in the fuck? Why does she always got to do that?
Well, yeah, interestingly, what like this is true. What kind of music are you actually playing though? Like when you say
Gutters.
radio, like radio blasting, like what's the playlist?
I think it was 106. I don't know. I was
What is
radio-
that? I don't know what 106 is. You live in like
Or 103.
Right.
I'm not sure.
what does
It's
that
rock.
mean? What
It's some
kind of
kind of
music?
rock.
Like Southern rock?
Mm-hmm.
Cypress
right.
Hill.
Like Molly Hatchet, a little bit of Molly Hatchet.
No, see that's a problem. No, you need to change it. You need to change it to rap. You really do.
No, hell
No,
that'll drive
seriously,
me
no,
out of there.
seriously, because there's actually, you know how like babies are born like if they listen to Mozart while they're in the womb, it's like a proven
Right.
fact they can be, and different animals are attracted to different kinds of musics and things like that, and they
And we
enhance
have
their brains.
dampers coming out of my RV.
No, there's something about like a guitar, especially like the electric signal, that attracts mice. That's why music equipment and stuff like that is always bad.
Oh.
So like honestly, that's like the wrong thing. You need to have something like rap playing or something like that if you're trying to
Whoa.
do that with mice or possums or raccoons as well.
Well, Gutters, you don't like the police. You can play Public Enemy or some. What was it, Ice-T?
Yeah.
Get your neighbors real.
I actually got one of those
Easy.
It's,
Yeah.
it's called what the hell was it? And something generator, ionic generator, I think.
Yeah.
Anyways, and you can't be in there when you start it, and you can keep it going for like up to 2 hours or something, and then when it stops, you have to open up the door and let it air out in there and let the oxygen come back in to the area, because it produces O3 and it needs to be filled back up with O2.
But you do, like, seriously though, like, don't ignore what I'm telling you. Mice don't hear well. Like, so even if you have it loud, it's not loud. They're like bats. They don't have good hearing. So you have
Or keep it very, very quiet.
yeah. So you need to have, like, do you believe anything of what I just told you?
No, I don't believe a fucking word.
It's just some peanut butter.
I know that keeping the radio loud in my garage keeps them out of there. So
Mouse like country music.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, how long is he gonna fucking go on with this?
Only a dead mouse is a good mouse.
if you think I was really going to go out there and change my radio station, you were.
I'm like, who's this up here? Like, Joanne's like, no rap.
No
I'm
doubt.
trying to get Gutters to go out there and have rap playing in her,
Right.
in her camper that smells like.
I loved if you would have kept going, and on her show next Tuesday, she'd be like, "Well, you know, Fools was telling me about how mice don't like rap," and there's like this whole conversation started about that. Would have been hilarious.
Gandalf says
Mac,
the electronic mouse
you guys are
repeller
picking on me.
seems to work really great. It was only $20.
Do you own a motorcycle?
No.
Well, you know, because you can, one of the best things in the world to do, you want to kill everything and anything, every bug, everything like that. Just pull a motorcycle inside a camper and let it run for about 4 hours. There won't be a living thing inside there. You'll have to, clean it, vacuum it, wipe the walls down afterwards, but you won't have bugs. You won't have anything.
Have her house smell like exhaust instead of mouse.
Right. Wouldn't that be
Right.
nice?
I mean, you might die, but,
Right.
What's up, Mrs. Mack? Good to see you. We missed you, Mrs. Mack. We missed you this past week. It really did. Thought you many times.
He
Missed you.
still
Good to
hasn't
see
said
you.
he missed me going on the boat, but that's okay.
Well, you've never came before, so,
Yeah, so you didn't miss me.
Well, no.
I got it.
I never would have missed you if I never had seen you.
Yes, welcome to K Gutter 101. Exactly. Pesky's got it.
Welcome to K Gutter 101, where we're bringing you all the absolute nonsense late at night. Thank you for tuning in. We are glad to have you here. We'll be playing all kinds of boring music tonight and making you bored out of your mind. So stay tuned in. Mrs. Mack. Mrs. Mack. You don't need to do that. We really did miss you, though, and we talked about you a lot. You don't need to do that, though. Really do appreciate it, but, that is really not necessary. But we really did miss you, Mrs. Mack. It was... I hope you go next year. We're tossing around different ideas next year. So this one might be easier for you Gutters. It might be closer. And, Mrs. Mack, it's not going to be that far from you guys either. I think we can all make it. It depends on where they decide. I'm not giving anything away, but I'm hoping I get my way.
Yeah, I've heard your way, and I heard another way.
Mm-hmm.
And the other way, I kind of prefer better just because it's easier for me.
Well. What is that, New Orleans or something?
Rent out a big old snapper boat and everybody go out there and catch some.
Hey, real quick, though, let me thank you, Mrs. Mack. Really do appreciate you. What LW, what'd you hear?
I heard Biloxi thrown around.
Oh no, that ain't gonna happen.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Mack. She had to put her puppy down today.
Oh no. Don't. Did you? Obviously you didn't tell Mrs. Fools that, otherwise she would have been crying all afternoon. But Mrs. Mack, I'm so sorry. So sorry. Is that the one that bit me? Let me ask that question. Is that the one that bit me?
There you go. I'm glad to
No, that was awesome. First time we met the Max. First time we met them, we were going back and we were, walking it back to their condo. They were staying at a condo right behind this place we were, ate at and stuff like that. And then we were going to walk up there, have a beer with them, and then we were going to walk to our hotels. And we walk into this condo, and I'm like, hey, because I like dogs, but this one little dog bit me, but it didn't. It's like this tiny little dog. I'm like, okay, but I remember Mrs. Max. She's like, oh my God, they're like, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And then it was a big joke. I'm like, oh my God, I lost my finger.
It was the one that bit you.
It was the one that bit me. Well,
It was a
R.I.P.
good judge of character.
I'm glad that dog and I share. What do you call it? What do you trade back and forth with people?
That dog couldn't get that taste out of his mouth, no matter what he ate either.
What the hell's it called? Why can't I think of this word? Like if you, not chromosomes. We share chromosomes. What is it called? Why can't I think of this? I'm like brain dead.
I don't know the word that you're trying to think of. What are you talking about?
My blood's been in its mouth, and we should whatever. I can't think of the word for it, but yeah,
share fluids.
No. All right, stop. This is Mac. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's really sad, and I am so sorry to hear that. Virginia, she bit. So I shouldn't feel special that she bit me.
That's right. She was the sweetest. She
was the sweetest. She liked Mrs. Foles. She really liked Mrs. Foles, but she didn't like me. I mean, I guess I was too quick to pet her.
Well, W, they say dogs know.
Thank you, Debbie Webb. DNA. We swapped DNA. Thank you, Debbie Webb.
Yeah, dogs can sense evil, Mr. Duggar.
Yeah, but fuck yeah, them trolls are. They got a little evilness in them.
But yeah,
I'm saying Fool's a troll, mind you.
See, Macklin's vouching for Mrs. Foles. She's like, she did love Mrs. Foles. The dog did. The dog was like jumping in Mrs. Foles' lap and biting me.
I said sounds like she was a good judge of character.
Yeah, probably. You're talking about Mrs. Foles, right?
No, she ain't got a clue.
No, she's a horrible judge of character. What's up, man? So good to see you.
But she's learning.
She's learning.
I bet she's pretty cool.
What's up, Callie? Yeah, I'm like a sucker for I love horrible, bad jokes, and I love. Yeah, okay. So I was telling Gutters this. There was this funny thing because on that cruise there was like these, couple people that were hanging out, and I'd go smoke a cigarette, and it was these same people, and some of their friends showed up one night, kind of late with them. This couple, and the guy was funny as hell, and he and I started telling jokes. Now, granted, was on a cruise ship and had been, living my good life with Jack Daniels, and it was about, midnight, 1 o'clock at night, and we started telling some bad jokes, and I guess they must have overheard because boy, they never spoke to me again. Not the guy. Every time I saw him, he was like, "What's up, dude?" That guy, but his wife's friends. Yeah, they didn't like me no more.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I think I offended them.
I bet that kept you up nights, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I still haven't slept, Duggars.
I know, man. It just
you should every time you saw him, just like, do you ever hear the one about, and just see what they do,
Just walk up and be like, knock, knock.
All right, so a Jew and a walk into a bar. And they just get up and walk away.
Yeah, you have to tell them.
Wow.
They probably didn't like him either anymore, but they probably didn't. You got 3 friends. How many of them like the husband?
Your audio just sent.
Yeah, your audio just went blue.
See? I don't know.
Mine, am I good?
Now you are.
All right, cool.
It's
No, I
really
was still. I did something to this video, so it might have run my computer hard. I was telling LW a stupid video I uploaded. Like it was turned out to be like 8 gigabytes. That's a lot.
Huh.
Yeah, is it
Yeah.
all because of the 4K?
Yeah, it's just in like high definition 4K. That new camera, oh my god, it's badass. I mean, I'm kind of mad I didn't do better with it because, I was having fun.
Right.
But I look back and go, God damn, I could have got this shot, this shot, this shot, this shot. There is one really funny thing though when all the girls got on one of those banana boat rides, pulled by the boat,
Yeah.
and I gave them a GoPro 9, one of the Hero 9s. Shooting, I set it to the same thing, but I just gave it to them and said, hold on to it and put a floating device on it. And I was like, if you drop it, I hope we find it, But that's kind of funny. I had to edit it and clip it because some of the stuff was horrible that came out of their mouths. But yeah, it's bad. But yeah, it's pretty funny.
Send the uncut version to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll do that, Duggars.
That's got to be hilarious. Oh well. Yeah, man. There's a lot of stuff going down.
No politics tonight. I can't talk
I'm
about
not talking about politics, brother.
Uh-oh, what are we talking about?
Hey, man, it's baseball season. It's almost
I
time
like
to start fishing. Warming up. I'm glad. I'm glad it lasts.
Duggar, you know how hard it was to be out there riding in a cruise ship at night and being on the back of one, looking down, from like the bottom, kind of deck, not like way up, but
I bet it wasn't that hard.
no, but looking down and just wanting to to just toss a line off the back.
Oh.
Because especially on the way back, because it was going so slow, to make it feel like you were taking a long trip. I mean, Jesus Christ, the Bahamas isn't from fucking Port Canaveral to the Bahamas. You could do that in 4.5 hours in a 28-foot boat if you wanted to.
Right.
It was
So in
part
other
of
words, you could have swam beside the boat all the way home. Is that what
So slow. And I mean, I wanted so bad to just go down there and get a big chicken and put it on a hook and chuck it out in the back and see what happens.
This is a big lure, man. Maybe catch a wahoo.
Mm-hmm.
you can't like fish off.
No, you
that.
can't. No, otherwise it'd be like the pier. It'd be like the pier in Atlantic City.
Wow, Megan.
What's up, Megan? Sorry, I was just about to read it. Just let you know I won't be around. What? 26 March. Oh, Megan, I'm so sorry to hear that. But don't run away from people. That's not a time to run away. Megan, don't be that person.
Yeah,
You
you
don't
got
have
to
to
come
run
up
away.
with a funny story about him.
Yeah, that's the time to celebrate, not a
It's part of
time.
life, sweetheart. It goes like that. You can always remember the good parts. If they're bad parts, don't keep it in your heart. Dismiss it. Love you, Puddinhead. You better behave. Be happy.
Yeah, what Mr. Duggar said. But don't let that celebrate those times, in your mind. Celebrate the good times. Don't let the bad ones beat you up.
For the good times. Who sang that?
See you later, Mr. Mac.
Mr. Mack, you getting out of here, man? I don't even see that. How are you seeing? Oh,
My YouTube doesn't even show me live. I can't even find it on my YouTube. Weird.
I'm clipping that.
Yeah, he's like going to start Googling things on
Can't
eBay
even
here in a minute.
find it. I'm clipping that part.
Why don't you go to 97X in Portland and listen to the radio, Gutters? What,
With
106,
with the mice.
yeah, 106 point below me. How about that? Listen to
The big and low station.
Or how about 106? 106, blow mine. I'll be right back. 2 seconds.
That brings back memories. Joanne, it was a pleasure to see you pop in here, your little writing ways. Good to see you, sister girl. Take care of your little bitty self.
Good night, Joanne.
Good night, Joanne.
He's not. He's just peeing off the porch.
Yeah, you got plastic bags for that.
That's right, Ma. I am. I'm gonna shit talk on him Tuesday.
What's on Tuesday?
Actually, I don't know if I'll be shit talking on Tuesday because I will be camping.
Really?
Yeah, so I don't know. I'll be at the dunes.
I bet you got some Starlink on that thing somewhere, right?
Yeah, right.
Why wouldn't you get Starlink? That way you can.
Because it costs a lot.
Nah, come on. You can reach under that mattress.
It's like $150 a month, and then you have to buy the equipment too.
Yeah, it's not a bad monthly rate. It's just the equipment. Buying the equipment is the initial cost.
Yeah, that's the big piece of it, which I think is about $600-700. So it's not cheap.
What is that? The cost to change a spark plug in your plane or what? I just got back. Starlink.
Yes. No, I do not have it. No, I'm not getting it. Unless we go on the road for 3 to 4 months at a time, I'm not getting Starlink.
I don't think you should be allowed to get Starlink until you buy some tools. At least buy a Phillips head screwdriver first.
I think they need to hire a fellow to help her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think at least
I need to get me a chore boy, huh? That's what
Yeah,
I told him. Honey, I need to rent me a chore boy. Can you handle that?
Gunners, do y'all have an electric screwdriver, like a battery powered DeWalt or
Yes.
Milwaukee, or
Of course.
how many volts is it? I bet
Four.
it's like 6.2 volt or something, one of those weird ones.
No, he's
Like
got that. Trust me.
The Black and Decker.
Sean doesn't buy anything cheap, so no, he has a top of the line because Sean bought it for him. I don't know what the hell it is.
Okay.
If he owns all that stuff, just tell him, hey, you need to do me a favor and I'll make you a batch of cookies.
I know, but Marvin will fuck it up. Let's be honest. He's an airplane mechanic. He's not. He don't even like to go in and change the seats in an airplane. He's like the mechanic.
Art. I disagree with a whole lot of things that you say, but you do say them intelligently, and I do always appreciate it. That's why I was teasing you earlier. I love you, Art. You just said one of the things that my uncle and I have said for years and years and years is exactly what you just said. I don't camp if it don't come with room service. I agree with you 100%, sir. I have used that expression so many times, Art. I have said that so many times. I don't camp if it don't come with room service.
Well,
We say that all the time.
having that big ass RV she's got is not really camping, it's glamping.
Well, yeah, but I could glamp. I could definitely glamp like that, but
I don't
unless
feel
it smell like
bad for that, and I don't feel bad for putting the ruts in the lawn.
Break out the old Blackstone griddle, throw some sausages,
fact,
hash browns on that son of a bitch, and let it go.
I have to season my new one that I got for Christmas, the 22-inch one.
Oh, yeah.
I also got to figure out if it's going to fit in my RV somewhere.
Oh,
Under in the-
first you make sure you first need to make sure your cutlery doesn't taste like piss.
No. Well, thank God I had bought new silverware, so I hadn't put that in there yet. But still,
That's a housewarming gift for the mices.
Oh my God! Yeah, exactly. They're gonna have it all. Here you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hooking them up right proper.
All right, so
Yeah, everything plastic I got rid of before Marvin got home and seen how much I ditched.
Well, what did he say when you told him?
I haven't told him about the mice yet. I figured I shouldn't.
Oh no, secrets. What were you trying to say, LW? I heard you try to say something.
Oh, I was just adding stuff to my YouTube list. Like, there's a lot of things, now. Never go camping with gutters is on one of them.
Now,
We're all going camping one day, you fuckers. We are doing it, so you might as well just get that out.
I
of your
am
head.
100% not. Hang on.
You are.
100, just stop it. Listen, lady. I am 100%
stop it.
not sleeping
Listen,
in a tent.
Linda.
I'm not
You don't
speaking in
have
a,
to sleep
sleeping
in
in
a
a
tent.
tent.
Sleep in my fucking RV.
Oh,
Well, he doesn't want to eat out of there either.
well, yeah. I mean, we're going out to eat, right?
I'm going. I just went through hell and high water to make sure everything. That was the only thing that they.
How many
got
beds
into.
are in this? How many beds are in this? Thing?
3.
Huh?
3.
But how many like full size beds?
3. There's one over the cab.
Listen how rich she is. There's 3 full size beds in this
Listen,
thing. Now
there's
this
one
isn't
over
no.
And then there's one in the couch.
Jesus Christ.
And then there's ours.
Now, when you say ours,
Mine and Marvin's. I'm pretty sure he's not going to move over for you.
just make so yours is the one above the
oh,
stairs.
sure, hell yeah, fool. Just take the old wife in bed and y'all have a good night.
There would actually be 4, but the kitchen table, the guy made it so that you can't put it down and make it into a bed. He made it stable because he said every time his grandkids walked by it, they wanted to kick it and knock it over and everything else. So he got sick of that. So he just made it stationary,
All right.
which is fine with me. I didn't care. There's 3 beds in it. That's
that's like 2 more than enough.
right.
And enough mouse to make a mouse curtain out with.
Oh my gosh, don't even get me started.
Hey, Megan, look at this. Megan's been a member here for 8 months, 195 days until I see Back to the Future, the musical. Wait a minute. They're doing Back to the Future, the musical?
Oh, that sounds like the dumbest shit I ever heard of.
But Megan would probably love it. So, Megan, I hope you enjoy that.
Megan probably thinks rat piss in a
Fuck off, LW.
She thinks that's pretty stupid too.
Megan, you ain't got no rat.
With LW.
Listen, Gutters. Megan's going to the theater to see fucking a musical. You're cleaning piss out of your drawers. So, I mean,
Who's winning?
Glass houses.
The W goes to Megan on that.
Good job for the win. Megan, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Megan. Really do appreciate you. What can I play for you? Here you go, Megan. You always like this one because I know, isn't Australia in China?
Close enough.
I mean, it's close. Appreciate you, Megan. Really do.
I
As
thought
always. You know we love you.
Australia was. It could be anywhere you wanted it to be because it was fake. Isn't that?
Yeah,
isn't that the rule?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know where it is. It floats around in different places. So sometimes Australia is China, sometimes Australia is New Zealand, sometimes New Zealand's New Guinea. Like all these things, they bump into each other, and that's why they fight all the time.
If it wasn't for New York's trash they dump in the ocean, they wouldn't even survive. With all the milk jugs holding it up.
Oh no, don't start that one.
That's Mexico helps supply that too. Don't you worry your little head about it.
I know
watched
you gotta drink bottled water there.
me and Marvin were sitting right on the bay there eating lunch one day in Cabo, and Marvin goes, "Look at that dude on that boat," and it was one of those little dinghies or whatever you want to call it, and he's going out clear out into the open sea, and it's completely loaded with bags of garbage. And Marv's like, well, that's really trippy. Watch, he's going to come back empty-handed. Sure as shit, when he come back, that boat was clean. He had dumped all those out in the ocean. And here's the deal. He brought the bags back.
Well, yeah, you got to reuse them. Okay, he's got to recycle.
I saw a video the other day on a train in India, and all the customers and stuff like that. They just opened the door, the staff, and they just chunked the trash right off the fucking train.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that one on Pornhub.
No, I typically don't look up Indian trains.
Imagine.
That's not my forte.
I heard somebody one day say,
That's definitely not on my history list, brother.
I was looking for
somebody was talking.
Pocahontas.
Somebody was talking one day about going camping, and they said that when they go way out in the boondocks, and so when they come back into town, before they're still driving on the dirt, nasty roads, they're dumping their black tank. I'm like, no, I can't hear it. Can't. Mm-mm.
Who was the band that got in trouble for that? Remember they were passing over a bridge in their bus and they dumped it out going over the bridge and it fell on that boat? Who was that? Was it Dave Matthews or one of those bands? A big band got in trouble for that years ago, and they dumped out going over a bridge and all went down on a boat down underneath them.
That's crazy.
I can't be Dave Matthews. They say
Look it up. Somebody look that up. Somebody in the chat. Come on, somebody's good at this. Somebody look that up. Tell me what the band was. I think it was Dave. Yeah, Beer and Backroads coming in there saying Dave Matthews. Yeah, I think it was Dave Matthews Band. And they got in a load of shit. A load of shit. No pun intended. But yeah, can we go back though real quick to the way Gutter starts out? She's like, Marv and I, we were sitting on the beach in Cabo. Mm-hmm. And Marv and I were on the beach in Cabo, and he's like, "Look at those peasants." Yeah, go ahead, LW. You got this one.
Look at those peasants. You have no idea why.
In his dinghy.
Shut up.
A lot of people verified the Dave Matthews. Thank you for cooperating, chat.
And Marv was like, "I bet he doesn't bring back those 7 water bottles." And Gutter is like, "Yes, but he brought back the Circle K back." Counting that shit.
Saved one turtle at least.
Man, I like it. It's pick on Gutters night. I like it.
I do like it. I don't know why it's pick on Gutters night, but I've just felt like it should be
pick on Gutter every night. It's okay. I can take it.
I don't ever. Gutters, do I tease you too much?
No.
She said there was a little bit of uncertainty in that. And I kind of little bit of uncertainty. And she's like, no. She's like that little girl, like a little kid.
A little verklempt a little bit. She's like, no.
Like my grandson now. No.
Mm-hmm. I love teasing the shit out of kids. That's one of those fun things. You just tease the hell out of them. That's funny as hell. And they get so pouty faced. And you tease them about being pouty faced and teach them to not be little whiny little bitches. That's always fun.
Shitter's full. Yeah. See, Beer, he's got my back. He always has my back.
I love Beer and Backroads as a person. I like to go whiz banging with him one night. Be fun. Right? But Megan, look at this. Megan coming in here. $5 Australian.
There you go again.
FYI, Gutters. I'll be saying $5 accommodation. And the eating all the Doug. And the casino eating all the seafood I want while you clean up rat shit piss. I win. Look at that. It's flexing on your ass. All right, Megan, just for that. I'm giving you this, then I'm giving Gutters her song, okay? Because it is pick on Gutters night. Yes. So I'm gonna play you a song and Gutters a song. All right, Megan. Thank you so much, Megan. Now, this one goes out to Gutters from Megan.
Can we get some cuter clowns, though, at least?
Well, you could dress up for us.
Man, he taking that shit serious.
Oh damn, too funny.
A while
Stay
ago,
on it.
I wasn't trying to cut in over you, bro. I was just letting you know we couldn't hear what you were saying. It was like all of a sudden you were in a wind tunnel,
Hell.
or you looked
No.
like you were talking, looked the other way or something.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I've been running a lot of shit to my computer. I think I closed it all down. Let me make sure. I might still have like. Oh shit! I'm still running lots of programs here.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Well, I've still got like editing software running right now.
Yeah, so
Oh, okay.
I'll do it.
What is that? Sorry, I literally like finished.
You would
Literally.
chew my ass out
There's
for
a
that. Jen, can you let him
Yeah, maybe.
go out and shut it down and come back? That's what you'd say.
Probably.
And we didn't want
All right. You know what? I'll be right back.
I'm glad
only
you're doing
difference
what I'm
is-
telling you.
The only difference is his is fixable.
You know what?
What?
Sorry.
What you gonna do? What you
Suck it.
All right. Which one? I promise.
starboard of the port.
I'll read the chat here while he's gone to restart. He could
I'm
help.
not sure what she meant by that.
No politics.
No politics tonight.
No, all we're talking about is mice fist.
Mice.
Vice and the local rock and roll stations in Portland, Oregon.
That's right.
They have rock and roll in Portland.
Of course they do.
They're stealing it from the Canadians, aren't they?
92.3 KGON.
Kagon.
That's the best one.
How many rock stations do y'all have there?
Gosh, there's a bunch of them, but they kind of range from what kind of rock. The classic rock, I think we have like the 3 or 4 right here in Portland. 3 here in Portland, I think. Maybe it's 4.
Yeah, where I'm at, the radio stations suck.
Idaho is trying to change shapes, and Oregon would like to all go to Idaho. Like all of Oregon except for the Portland metro area wants out of Oregon.
We got some pretty good old channels around here. We even got some good AM channels, man. And but you can only hear them when you're around. You know, you go to the next valley and come over, you ain't hearing shit. But they play some old school rock and rolls and blues stations around here.
Yeah.
You know, I like him. I even found a big band channel the other day. That was pretty cool. I like big band music, and don't know why, but they're fun to mess with, man.
He back.
He's back,
Maybe.
maybe.
Check 1, check 2, test these, test these.
Uh-oh. He's going to be so pissed.
He is gonna be so pissed.
He is. It's not good. Full
Do it again. Do it again.
All right, am I back?
Oh,
now,
there you
now
go.
you are. Now
Now you are. You sound like you had cotton in your mouth just a minute ago.
All right, let me make sure. All this shit, I just kind of turned all this shit back on. So, all right, cool.
Look at these two. As soon as you have audio problems, they're ready to pounce on you. Like,
I don't
You're
blame
trying to help a brother out, LW. You're one to speak of.
No shit.
oh,
I
fucking
don't
traveling
blame
fools and his shitty audio.
I know, fucking A, man, fucking A. Is it all
Driving
right?
you
Is it all
crazy.
right now?
It's good.
hating in TW.
See, Gutters, that's where you're messing up. You should have said no, it's horrible. And then LW and Duggar would have gone along with it, and it would have fucked with my head. But now I know that you know.
Yeah,
She-
but
she
then
had-
you would have fucked with it more, and it would have sounded like shit, and that would have irritated me. Because now you've taught me that we can't have
No
that.
Gutters.
audio.
You're just trying to cover over.
Wait, I'm gonna go on ahead and eat a couple chips.
I love that one. I love that.
Jesus H Christ. Like playing poker with your goddamn brother's kids.
Yep, I eat Doritos. That way they get the cards all sticky.
Gutters is the only one on YouTube that has a wind chime above her computer.
Mhm.
And
And a fan.
a van. I'm telling you. You guys start doing this and you just make me overwhelmed because then I start thinking about all the shit I need to fix.
Well,
The
I would
computer,
start with
the
the
fan,
yeah.
you name it.
I'd start with the cat piss, but you know, that's just me.
Oh yeah,
priority.
I'm not. Yeah, trust me. I have stuff that's going to be here between, early in the morning. It's going to be on my doorstep. So
What is that? A bunch of damn and that. What is that shit called? You know, where they put enzyme? Is that you ordered enzyme, didn't
that's one of the things I
you? Oh, wait
ordered.
till you
but the
smell
other,
it. Oh yeah.
I know. Trust me, I'll be opening it, and if I don't like the smell of it, then I won't use it. But the other thing is that machine that you stick in there, and it's supposed to kill all bacteria and whatever.
Hey,
And you're not supposed to have animals in there.
real quick. Megan says she's headed out. Megan, we love you here, and I hope you know that. You do know that. I know you love that.
Have fun.
You know, I really don't let shit get to your head, Megan. We love you, and we hope you don't, you know, come back around. That's all I'm saying. Don't run away, and celebrate life, not death. Love you, Megan. Sorry, Gutters. Megan says she's going to bed, just trying to say something nice to somebody.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. Yes, the ozone generator. That's what it is. SO knows.
Okay.
Even Derek's here.
Look at this. We got all kinds of people. You know what, guys? All right, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop the, you know, because it's getting kind of late. I'm going to drop the link for a minute. If anybody wants to pop up and say hey or anything like that, are y'all cool with that?
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah,
LW.
they're here till they get the gong.
He's peeing.
LW. All right, so he's not here. He said, oh, yeah,
He said
yeah,
good.
do it. Oh, okay,
Yep,
cool.
He
LW.
did. I'm sure he
I'll
did.
do it. This is streaming live on other people's panels as well. This is going out on
Yeah,
LW's.
so y'all don't fuck up.
And Mr. Bull, I don't want you to fuck up on mine either. Or LW's. Does anybody have the capability to drop like Duggar, you know, like LW's, everybody's links in there so everybody can sub up everybody? It's kind of the point of doing these. I mean, I know we have a lot of people that follow all of us, so some are watching on Gutters, some are watching on
Mom will
Duggars,
probably
some
do
are
it.
watching on LW's.
I'm talking for Mom, but I think she'll do it. The reason I don't do it is because it lags all my shit out
What, typing?
when I open. Well, when I open up another stream to copy and paste and all that. I ain't typing it all out. You want me to type out your? I don't know what your guys' YouTube. You got some funky YouTube.
I know you don't even subscribe to me. I mean, that's like the worst thing.
I am fucking subscribed to you. I'm a member of your channel.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
There you go. Anybody can jump in if they want to. We'll keep this running for I don't know how long, but I got to get bed pretty quick. When is it? Oh, it's getting late.
So you're not
Stay
going
up for
to tell
the-
us at all about your fun trip? I thought you were going to save it for your panel, or I would have picked your brain on mine.
Well, what do you want to know about it? I mean, there was a lot of fun stuff that happened. I got a video done. It'll be out tomorrow. I've already got it uploaded. Just got to release it. It's pretty cool. Love my new camera.
Good.
So
I mean, what do you want me to like tell you about the trip? You got a question, I'll answer it. But
Where'd all drop?
Thought you'd have more
go to?
stories.
Now your audio sucks, Mr. Duggar. Ha.
No, I said, what porch did you go to?
Oh, we just went to the Bahamas, Nassau. Just that's it. It wasn't a long thing. We went down early
That's
and
what your
came.
wife said.
We went down early and came back late though. Had a good time. Did stuff before and after.
I don't know.
So we have our first esteemed guest coming on to join us tonight. And
LW's back.
all right, LW,
Yeah.
Guess
sorry.
what?
will you welcome on our next guest?
Welcome to the stage, Jared Mountain Dog.
There we go.
Derek,
What an introduction.
And
That was-
we're off.
That was
Derek, we can't hear you.
something.
Much better.
Much better.
Oh, boy, I sure missed YouTube, guys.
Could you hear that? Smack on the
Yeah,
ground?
most definitely. Most definitely.
Can you hear me if I like speak down here or I think you speak?
Kind of. You just sound like you're in a well.
All right, hold
All right, we'll hold on while so we'll all sit here and hold on. That'll be the Hey,
on.
thanks.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, like,
We'll hold
on, but,
when you figure out your while you figure out your.
No, I was gonna try and show you guys my new apartment.
You got a new apartment?
Yeah,
Are you inside it right now?
I'm on the porch right now,
Oh, okay, thank God.
so you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's just like you're. Maybe let me fuck with your audio. Maybe that's the thing. Let me see what I can do on my end, Derek. Edit
we
mic
going
settings.
all out.
I can turn you up a little bit. There you go. All right, I got you maxed out. Say something.
Is that a little better?
A little.
I mean, I don't really know what else to do.
No, it's good. Show us your apartment if you want to. You want me to put you on full screen?
If you want, hold on. Let me put this cigarette out because I don't smoke inside my home.
It's probably a good idea.
Yeah, it just stinks, man. I'm a smoker, but it is a very nasty habit.
I'll tell you a quick funny story about that too. We got another wonderful person here. Look at this, Melted Copper. What are you doing, Melted Copper? How are you, brother?
I'm doing all right. I feel obligated to come on your show because I've been turning you into a cartoon, so I thought I should just tell you.
I did. I've been gone for about the past 10 days, but I did catch a glimpse of a cartoon character of me.
Yeah,
That's
in
cool.
my spoof panel show, I decided to take you, and I guess you're going to be what's called the trash cab, where we rip off the cash cab, except for now you're drunk and you run people over with the car while giving them questions.
I love it. So, like, if they miss the question, I run them over?
Right? I don't know. Well, because booze is in there, we could just take it to wherever comedy we want it to be. I don't know. I've been sketching these things, so we'll see what the final product looks like. Right now, it's something to be desired, but it shows hope, I suppose.
I do kind of like the thing with Cash Cab. What was it? Ben Bailey, right?
Yeah, because I even went through, because I guess he ended up doing some stand-up, so I usurped your face over his face.
Yeah, he actually, one day, it was one of those weird things. Ben Bailey actually followed us on Twitter one time, and I thought, like, wow, that's cool. But then he follows a lot of people, but, so it wasn't anything special, but I followed him back. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, somewhere in this, you might see a glimpse of yourself.
Well, I hope that's not me.
No, I wouldn't blow your face off. You seem like a
Thank
nice
you.
man.
I appreciate you, brother.
Oh, yeah, you definitely tell the people I drew that I don't like.
Wait, so I know these people. Like, wait, I know.
I've seen Beast and Kasumi.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
are all
And
people you
Beast
guys
Mode.
would have seen on panel shows.
So you drew all this.
Yeah.
Drew was there.
Yeah, look, you drew all this. This is really good, actually. There's nothing bad that's going to come up, right?
No,
I guess-
no, I wouldn't do that to you. I mean, there's cartoon violence, but there's no wangs or anything. There you are, buddy.
Oh, wait, shit.
There
Can
you
go
are.
back? That's me?
Yeah, see,
look
it
like-
says traveling.
Why did you
I
make
don't know,
me
my
look like
camera.
Hank Hill? Why do I
It's
look like
front
Hank
facing.
Hill?
So, like,
What the fuck is it?
You drew all these.
yeah, I was born in an age where I had to use my imagination, so I was cursed with this talent of drawing.
That was
That
good.
one looked really a lot like him.
That's
But yeah,
gotta
but
be
you have
a.
a running show, so
That's
I can get your
Kazim.
audio and I wouldn't have to ad-lib your voice for you. So there's plenty
is
of like
awesome,
4-hour
man.
dialogue that I can cut and crop into what I like it to be.
This is really good, man. You're really talented. I mean,
No
I'm being
doubt.
honest. That's really good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some of
that's
these
it.
panels shows had the interesting. So this guy I had fighting a bee that's stuck in his container. This is a guy who always cries about this lady. I don't know if that's his real life girlfriend, but I had to put her in there. Of course, I turned her into a hot smoking lady,
I like how I don't know what the fuck they are, but I drew
right? When you're a lonely guy, you sometimes you fix it.
them. Hey, dude, you're doing a fabulous job.
So melted copper. Were you into all right, I'm gonna bring you down on full screen now.
Yeah.
you
I
know.
thought you guys were pretty tired of looking at my shit. and
No,
saying
but that
stuff.
was awesome. But I want to ask you
That's
this.
so cool.
That was fucking awesome, dude. You got a hell of talent right there. That's really good. Were you into what the hell was it called? Like David Firth, Salad Fingers?
Oh, yeah, I heard it's Salad Fingers. I was doing some crappy animation back then too.
You need to watch. Obviously, you probably grew up on Homestar Runner and all that jazz.
Yeah, that's like circa what 2002, I think.
Yeah, I remember my younger brothers and son and all. They all loved Homestar Runner. But it was funny as fuck, man. I watched that the other night with Coach
Right,
Z.
what
Coach
was
Z.
the other
yeah.
one? Llamas with hats.
Right, exactly. They used to watch all that.
The
Dude,
old,
that's really good. That's really good. I'm impressed, man. That's really fucking good, dude.
the old Beavis and Butthead.
Uh-huh.
The first one when they were almost looked like like what he drawed.
Oh yeah, like you're talking about when they were on Liquid TV before they got their own show, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. When Hank,
Right. Oh, Hank Hill. That's King of the Hill. That's when they switched over. At that time, he was Mr. Vickers, but he was the
Yeah,
same
he was,
voice.
he was the guy. He was the guy in the van. The same voice. Was in
Right?
the-
Are you guys the ones for fucking in my tool shed?
yeah,
whacking off in my tool shed. You've been
And actually, I
whacking
think-
off in my tool shed.
'Cause I'm cheap, so I don't have any streaming really. But I've seen some of the modern Beavis and Butthead, and they look pretty hilarious. Especially now that they're making them old fat guys.
That's funny. How old are you, Melted Copper?
I'm about 44. I'm an old man.
44. So yeah, I get that. We're all
whippersnapper.
Which, thank
30.
God I was born in 1980, so as I get dumber, I could just do the math to figure out my age.
Well, see, Copper, you got to get with this internet thing. We're all 39, okay? Gunners has come to the conclusion that we all need to be 39. So if you're younger than 39, you get to be 39. You have to be 39. If you're older than 39, you get to be 39. So,
Right.
but yeah,
Oh, no,
you're-
I'm on team get
44.
be as old as possible because I was born in 1980, so I like to tell people I was born in the late 1900s to make me sound even older.
So where are you? Are you at your house or?
Yeah, I'm actually, contrary to popular belief and a lot of my morbid sense of humor, I actually have a complete house. I don't just live in a basement. Up here, lately I've been appearing on these shows as I should just call myself by my normal name since I'm less
Up
the
you
showman
muted.
and just hang caps now. But I'm up in my I guess this would be my office where I draw my little cartoon shows.
Back cave, man. Back cave.
Well, see, I
So
like
there's
it.
no way
because-
I'm getting screwed up in this room because I got a whole bunch of glass. That's the day I die. What happened? He was drinking in the glass room.
All right, slow down, Copper. Slow down. I like it though because a lot of times Copper comes on streams in the middle of the night. And he comes on from like the worst possible place in his home he can possibly come on purpose. And I get that. I know you're doing that. I've got that before. and he comes on from like the worst wall he can find in his basement and streams from there. And I've always known that that's not the fact, and it's nice to see that you're actually,
Or I love my Grammy wall. I have that set up for that reason because the basement doesn't have like carpeting and stuff, so I can smash bottles and there's a tub nearby. So if I do grease paint, I can wash the crap off my face as soon as possible. So it's streamlined pretty good.
right. So this is the real guy right here.
Yeah, this is more of what I'd like to be doing. I grew up wanting to draw cartoons and shit, and in fact, showing myself was more of an arbitrary, a method for another thing. Like even when I was doing stand up, it's like I wanted to do cartoons, but how are you going to sell your cartoons? You got to show yourself to people. So
Okay, so let's slow it down a little bit. Slow it down a little bit. So if I gave you right now a 30-second stand-up bit, would you know what to do with it?
See, now I'm on the spot.
Well, that's what I'm saying. All right. Think about it for a minute, and when you're ready, give me a 30-second stand-up bit. But we want to talk to some of the other people on here too. Yeah, you know what I mean. So think of a 30-second stand-up bit.
I'll just steal the moth gig from fucking Norm, who stole it from another guy.
That's a great one.
Right?
But that's a lot longer than 30 seconds, though.
Well, you can stretch it to however you need it to be.
Yeah, I've seen it stretched out to like a 5.5 minute joke.
Right? Yeah, Norm Macdonald's one of those comedians where I think you'd had to be like around during his time to really understand him.
Yeah.
Now, see, what do you think about, oh, hell, what was his name? The Hubba, Hickory Dickory Dock. What the fuck's his name?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Clay.
Oh, what's his
Andrew
name?
Dice Clay. Yeah.
Yeah. I never was a big fan of that guy. I didn't, even when I was a kid,
It was
I was
a
like,
little
I don't
bit-
understand.
It was crude and humorous for a moment, but boy, it got old really fast. Remember when he came out with that movie? What was it? Remember the movie?
Something.
Ford Fastlane. Ford Fastlane.
Yeah.
Ford.
Oh,
something
maybe.
like that.
Yeah, like I said, he's like Carrot Top. The only thing, and I only know the Carrot Top movie just because I'm a Norm fan, and that's a classic Norm bit.
Wasn't it Ford Fastlane?
Yeah.
Yeah. Horrible fucking movie. I mean, talk
Yeah,
about one of
it's
the
about the
biggest
only thing every time I see that guy, all I hear him do is cry about getting kicked off MTV, and it's a moment where I'm like, guy, there's just every Joe that was remotely famous has a podcast now. No one gives a shit about your MTV. It was a long, long time ago.
Nobody wants your MTV.
Right?
And remember Johnny Dangerously? Remember the joke about having the long gun, the pistol? And he's like, this thing goes through schools. And he actually made that like comment in the movie. And it's like, holy shit. You look at it nowadays, you're like, Jesus Christ, you can't even say, like that's.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
crazy.
I don't know. Like, this is like George Carlin, the 7 dirty words. Some of these words that people censor in the modern world, it just has people talking stupid, and some of these censorships just help dirtbags. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I can't say certain words, it lets those people who do those things get to not be talked about, which helps them. So I don't know why it's censored.
I think they need to bring bullying back. I think that's
Right?
like
Yeah,
one
it
of the
does
biggest
toughen
problems.
people up, man.
I think that's one of the biggest problems is they took bullying out of the whole world. They made it be like everybody's got to be made out of cake. And you're not supposed to be made out of cake. You're supposed to be able to get a joke. This joke might offend me. This joke might offend you. This joke might offend this person. But everybody's going to be offended by a good joke, or somebody's going to be offended by a good joke. I met those
right.
people in
Oh,
Crucial.
that's like Chappelle. He's always, in fact, I guess you really have to be if you're a comedian that's not white, you can get away with everything. If I did the same bit that some of those guys did, then I would just be seen as like a horrible Nazi, even if they were directly stolen jokes.
You could change your name to Al Jolson.
Right?
Mammy. You could be up there doing all that Al Jolson stuff from back in the day and probably get away with it. I mean, you do kind of have features of a black man.
Right. Dude, I'm glad. I have dressed in blackface before. I didn't give a
You are wearing a purple shirt.
like.
He got
Like some
sick.
stereotypes of a culture is a good thing. Like, you know, like when you think Asians and ninjas and samurais, I don't think that in a derogatory way. I think those things are badass.
Oh shit, LW, you're good.
No,
I'll be back in a minute.
Oh man, I just had to censor myself for a couple seconds there.
You know, you go back to Andrew Dice Clay. He was the first comedian to fill up a football stadium. In his time, he was pretty big, man. And he had more to him than other than the crude, crass shit, you know. But that's what got him famous, being that, I don't know, that character the most, you know, flipping out of Marlboro, clicking his Zippo. You know, but I don't think anybody ever touched Sam Kinison or Richard Pryor, man. Come on.
Oh, right. Oh, those are good. Well, you know, Cosby's seen his dark side. His stand-up was pretty good. I mean, even if he might have some bad, nasty habits, but it doesn't mean his jokes weren't funny.
Yeah. Chappelle, all he does now, I mean, he used to be good. All he does now is preach.
Oh, yeah, it does feel very preachy.
He gets drunk and high and he just preaches. It's like, where's the fucking jokes, dude?
Right. Well, I guess at some point, because his career has moved to such levels where he probably doesn't even need to even say. This actually, you know, like the worst comedian I think would be like what, Larry the Cable Guy. It's like his joke was just saying "get her done" after everything, and it wasn't even like a punchline. He was just, his whole thing was like, I'm Larry, I'm a Southerner.
That's talking like a communist.
Man, get her done, man.
Get her done.
George
I was
Carlin
eating a sandwich, and then I said, "Get her done."
Yeah, George Carlin went that way too. Like he was, his old stuff was, well, I mean, he's dead, so I guess it's all his old stuff now. But
right, it's crazy that he was
towards the end, it was preachy too.
Station. Him and Ringo.
All right, Copper, I'm going to show you something funny.
Oh man, you don't need to show me pictures of myself. I have mirrors.
No, so like you say that about Larry the Cable Guy. So when kind of family business kind of like we were working with him, and there's, you know, you get pictures of people that sign stuff, you know, and and this was when that was big, the get her done thing. And I was like, I want a signed picture, but I don't want it to say get her done. Like I don't want it if it says get her done. So
yeah, you want your unique thing.
I had him sign this. I'm covering up my name. But it says, I don't know if you can read it.
Right. Your light's pinging it a little bit.
How about that?
No, I can't read it. Just read it.
All right.
There's a guy with a big screen that can read that.
Right. It says, if it's got tits and tires, it's going to be expensive, is what he wrote on there. If it's got tits and tires, it's going to be expensive instead of get her done, because everybody wanted to get her done. And I'm like, I do not want it if it says get her done. I don't even fucking want it, because I think that's like one of the lamest, cheesiest things. I'm like, no, I don't want the thing. But yeah, I did.
Oh yeah, the Larry Cable Guy get her done thing was like a big fan at the time. Like you'd go to bars and shit, and they'd have like things that said get her done.
Everybody yelling.
And I guess I'm giving him shit, but I listened to him talk about getting his gig at Pixar, and he started tearing up. So he's just like a sweet, soft guy. Like, oh, this is a nice guy. But it's crazy. Larry the Cable Guy is a persona he purchased off a different comedian. So that's not even him. That's why he talks that way. He's the
his real name is Danny.
Yeah, he has old stand up where he's just like he just talks normal. He doesn't talk like Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah, so it'd be like if I woke up one day and decided to be Hank the Comedian, and I was like, "Hey guys, man, my name's Hank the Comedian, man. Listen, I was out there in the woods, man, and there's nothing but queers and stairs, man, and I was sitting there in the mud. We're out there in our trucks with our beer, mudding. Get her done."
Well, you might have you might be onto something there.
Not a cable guy basher.
Hey, I'm glad to see Holy Moly here. Holy Moly, how you doing? I'm really glad to see you around. Good to see you. I'm going to ask you a question, and just, is our mutual friend doing okay? That's all I got to say about that. Look, Duggars, your girlfriend's here.
I gorgeous.
Jody.
As my sugar booger, I love the shit out of that woman.
Later, Bill.
Hey man, have you seen Keith Tia?
Keith, the comedian guy.
Yeah.
You know, I actually found a message from him from about 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago.
Yeah, last time he goes up.
But no, he messaged me after that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I need to respond to it, I guess. He's crazy, man.
I like that guy.
Oh, he's funny as hell, but he's crazy.
Well, he was on hard times there for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
See, my
Shane
problem
Gillis,
is-
out of like modern comedians, I like a lot of his stuff. He's probably got the best Trump impersonation going on.
Who's that?
Shane Gillis. He
Oh,
hangs
yeah,
out.
he does
I guess he's
great.
been on Saturday Night Live a few times. He got fired, and he usually hangs out with the Kill Tony crowd.
Yeah, he blew up because of Donald Trump's voice. You know,
Boy,
Right.
did that guy do better? He got a gig at SNL, Saturday Night Live, but some reporter went through his old podcast when nobody was watching and found something they said was racist, so they fired him before he ever got started. And now he's doing Super Bowl commercials for $8 million for a 30-second
Oh, dude,
spot.
you guys remember, speaking of comedy, do you remember when Chappelle left his show to go to Africa? That's not even a joke. And then Cartoon Network started frantically looking for their new minority, and then they got like Carlos Mencia, who stole a bunch of jokes. And then I think they got that one guy who's washed up from In Living Color to try to get him a show, and it also failed.
Who? Handyman? You mean he didn't? make
Yeah,
it?
Handyman. I forgot what his name. He's a good part of the group. But he's not really funny.
Remember, he would like fall out the window. That was so fucking funny, man.
Oh yeah, they're not gonna. Oh, they would never do Handyman again. Oh, that's definitely not ever gonna happen.
Remember Jennifer Lopez? She was one of the Fly Girls. That was awesome.
Right. Oh,
She got her
yeah.
start.
Honestly, Fox had the better variety shows because I liked In Living Color more than I did Saturday Night Live, and I liked Mad TV more than I liked Saturday Night Live.
Did anybody ever watch Fridays? It was a sitcom there, and the guy that played Kramer was on that show at the time. It was all skits, sort of like In Living Color.
I don't
Oh
remember
yeah,
that.
yeah, I do remember that.
I don't remember.
Oh,
that.
right. Oh yeah, Kramer, man. He got. I think he still gets grief for when he started calling people the N-word.
Yeah, he was up on stage. They were heckling him, and he like blew up on him.
Right, I guess it's crazy because it's like, you know, like I could see like an amateur guy blowing up, you know, because he's an amateur guy, so he's really sensitive. But when you're like a multi-millionaire on one of the most popular TV shows, you'd think he'd just have an unstoppable suit of armor, like, you know, like fuck you guys, I have fucking billions of dollars. My great grandkids won't have to have a job, so why the fuck would you even get mad at anyone?
I don't know. I mean, you know, the cancel culture is horrible.
Right.
I hate it. I don't even buy it. If you don't
Right.
like,
Well,
it,
some
stay-
people come back.
Listen,
from
wait,
it, like-
wait. Slow down, Copper.
Sorry.
Slow down. If Copper's one of these people who I think would be a great person to have. He's funny
sorry.
as fuck. He's a great panelist. He's everything.
I've been
You
drinking. a
gotta
lot
slow
and
down,
it's great.
Copper. You gotta slow down. You got
Sorry.
two monsters. All right, you gotta slow down a little bit.
Yeah, cut out those monsters there, brother.
It's like the walrus. That's like the walrus, the worst walrus I've ever seen.
They make you wear purple shirts. Quit it.
There
Just-
goes.
But yeah, people, but the whole cancel thing, you know, if you're going to go back and find something a comedian said that's fucking offensive, then you're going to find every comedian. Otherwise, they're not a comedian.
Oh my God! Could you imagine Don Rickles right now today?
Oh my God.
Well,
Don
it's like
Rickles.
I don't know if you guys watch ethic-centric cartoons, but you guys ever watch a cartoon show called The Boondocks on Cartoon
Yeah.
Network?
Yeah.
They point something out that's a real thing because I've worked in many warehouses, so you're working with a bunch of, and I'll tell you what, Latinos use the N-word more than blacks, and you'll hang out with these people every day, and they're just your friends, so you start just picking up their lingo. So There's an episode where the teacher uses the N word and they start
Maybe
like
you should just
ostracizing him.
maybe you should just learn Spanish and realize they're just saying Negro, and that's the black color. That's the black.
Oh yeah,
cream
yeah.
on-
Oh
in the
no, no.
box.
These guys were like, well, I would call them Texicans. They not so Mexican. They didn't even know their own tongue because there'd be times I would learn their own tongue and they'd be like, "What are you saying?" I was like, "I said you're beautiful." I said, "Te ves muy bien, pero no tan bien como yo," which means you look beautiful, but not as beautiful as me.
That was the whitest Spanish I've ever heard in my life.
Right. Well, I am a giant ass cracker. Okay. My podcast is gonna be crackers eating crackers.
Where are you at, Copper? Are you in Texaco or what?
No, I'm in Illinois. The beautiful
Illinois,
land of Lincoln. Flat, like I like my girls.
Hey.
I like my women like I like my coffee.
Black?
$8
Yeah,
a
wet,
cup.
wet.
Wait, ground up?
Oh, bad. Yeah, grand opening, grand closing here. It's all just jokes, folks. Anybody listening, it's all just jokes.
Oh no, I grind them up. I like my girls like my
No,
coffee.
yeah, okay, so he actually
Deeply
does
ground. It's good for the garden.
What about you, LW?
How do I like my coffee?
Yeah.
I don't have a good one there for you.
All right. What about you, Gutters?
Oh, of course, mine's camel color.
Little pine
Alrighty.
swirl in it.
You gonna go back to your camel emoji, or I mean your coffle emoji?
You know what? I don't even know if I like coffee. I think back in like circa like 1998 to like 2005. It used to be you'd go to Denny's and you just get coffee because it's fucking cheap and you could sit there for hours with your quote golf friends and you just and I don't even know if I like coffee. I think I mostly just tore open all those sugar packs and I just mostly like sugar dyed with a little bit of coffee.
Well, I like creamer, and I put coffee in there, so there's that.
I like honestly when I make coffee, I put like a teaspoon of maple syrup and like a splash of milk in it, and that's all I ever do.
Maple syrup, huh? What the hell made you decide to do that?
Yeah, what kind of Canadian frostback moose jockey nonsense are you talking
I don't buy Canadian maple syrup. I buy American maple syrup. I do that on purpose. Nah, maple syrup, because like pure maple syrup, it doesn't give you like sugar and all that shit in it that you don't need. And you know, it's still it still sweetens it, but it doesn't give you that horrible sugar and fructose and all that stuff. But you got to get pure maple syrup.
Right. Yeah, it's funny. It sounds like a joke, but now that these panel shows, I guess I meet people across the planet. So in real life, I've met a panelist whose job is to milk trees. I was like, wow, I just never met a Canadian that's the stereotype of a Canadian. It was impressive.
He milks trees.
Well, yeah, I mean, how else do
My
you phrase
grandpa
that?
did.
Yeah,
They
technically there's milk in them.
tap the trees or whatever. I think it's tap trees.
So are you telling us you're artificial?
Me?
Yeah.
No, he tapped the trees to
Oh,
get the
I got
maple.
you. Okay. I was confused. Was Maple your grandmother?
Oh, I thought you were some sort of dirty tree hugger. I thought when you said tap the tree, it meant you were shagging them. I was like, ew.
Well, that's what I was wondering if Maple was her grandmother. Tell me your name's not Maple. Or your grandmother's name's not Maple.
Yeah,
Do
no.
you have a middle name named Maple?
No,
Okay. Thank God.
no.
Well, my my mom's mom was Grandma Pearl. And she was hilarious as hell. She was probably the happiest old lady I ever met in my mortal life.
Have you met people outside of your mortal life?
Right? Yeah. Unfortunately, I've met a lot of people, which explains why I live alone now.
Wow.
People. I don't hate people. I like them in the same vein as mushroom clouds and tornadoes. They're good from a safe distance.
All right. I like it.
Wow.
I'm reading the chat right now. Outlaw saying he's going to tear the chat up. Outlaw, you can pop on for a minute, man. We're going to be on here probably I don't know what time is it. It is
It's
late.
10 after
It is
12.
actually 11 after late. So we'll be on here for about another 20 minutes. But anybody wants to jump on, you're more than welcome. Come on here and give us your thoughts. But then we're going to jump off of here because I do have to be a constructive, contributing citizen.
On
Tomorrow.
Saturday?
Yeah, well,
You're a liar.
no rest for the wicked, man.
You're a liar. You gotta
No,
go
I'm
make
actually-
sweet- You gotta sneak off and make sweet love to Mrs. Fools. You can't.
No, she's got to work tomorrow too, man. We've been out of town for a while, so she has to catch up on work. I got to catch up on work, and we got shit to do, man. Shit to do. I think a lot of people, like Melty Copper. Let me ask you this: do you have every day, through the week? Do you have a job? Don't you?
No, I'm actually quite the bum right now. I guess I'm going through what's called a midlife crisis. I tell myself I'm going to fix it this month, but I guess I've been saying.
You
that
think
for
you're
like
going to
half
live to be
decade now.
90? You said you were 44. You think you're going to
Yeah.
live to be 88? A little late for that midlife crisis.
Yeah. That's a lot of fantasy booking on my end. I'll probably be dead around 60 and probably before then, but let's not go too far into that.
Goddamn. I bought a Porsche when I was like 35, Like, fuck.
Oh, yeah, that's-
You got to get on that shit, man. You're a little late on the midlife crisis. I mean, Gutters bought a goddamn jet when she was... How old were you when you bought that jet? 39, Gutters? Is that what it
Yep,
was?
39.
39. I think
Yep.
Gutters was 39 when she bought her fucking jet. She
Oh,
used to be...
yeah.
Can you believe Copper Gutters... Okay, so her husband, he had an airplane, a Cessna, and she didn't like it. She said she needed more room. It didn't carry enough of her luggage. So she actually convinced him to buy this for her. So now this is what she has.
So wait, that's not a joke? I thought that was like a joke. I didn't
No,
know-
it's
It's
not
a
a fucking
joke.
joke.
It's
No,
Now
it's,
I heard you said
joke.
Cessna. I know people who own Cessnas, so now I'm like, oh, so that's not a joke.
hey, Gutters, do you own a Cessna?
It's crazy people still own Cessnas because those are like World War II planes. Like, why the fuck would you still fly that?
Gutters, do you own a Cessna as your second plane?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Okay. But, don't you lie to me, lady.
It's
Oh, dude, R. Kelly's first wife died because she wanted to bring too much luggage on a Cessna, and she ended up dying because she was a stuck.
That's exactly what Gutters told her fucking husband. So now they got this goddamn thing, and they ride around, and then she acts all like, "Oh, I gotta clean my goddamn." Then they go out and they buy a goddamn this badass fucking RV. This is fucking huge thing, and now she's complaining that a mouse was in my RV and I can't
Right, I guess
travel.
it is kind of
You know,
funny because if you're going out to the woods, I mean, if you're already bitching about a mouse in your fucking urban environment, what the fuck are you going to the woods for?
Does anybody remember the lyrics to Green Acres?
Green Acres.
Okay, wait. I asked the question first. Does
Yeah.
anybody remember the lyrics to Green Acres?
Yes.
I know the theme of Rawhide.
Okay, so Gunners is kind of like, what? Who played her? It wasn't Zsa Zsa. It was Ava Gavor.
yeah.
Ava Gavor. That's Gunners at this point. She's like,
Yeah.
New York
Yeah.
is where I'd rather stay.
Fuck off.
I am
Never.
allergic to the smell of hay. How did it go after that? I'm allergic to the smell of hay.
Or a penthouse.
Yeah, I just adore it. I think I love you, but give me Park Avenue.
Beer says be nice to me.
Nah, I'm never Gutters. You know I love you though. I'm hoping you write me in your will. That's why I keep buttering you up.
Right? I'm telling you, I already told the kids I'm going through everything.
And sending it
I'm
all
gonna
to me.
spend every last dime.
And sending it all to me.
Oh man, actually, after my parents died, I had this thought of my mortality, and I thought about buying my casket ahead of time when I had to loot because I thought, well, if I buy my casket now, I already have it, and this way I can like play with it a little bit. Like sometimes you say, "Here's a casket, it's $3,000. Here's a funeral, it's all sad." But it's like, why just buy it and bury it if you can play with it for a while?
That's a little morbid.
I mean,
yeah, there's some
I've-
forward thinking of acceptance on.
Oh, we're
mine.
talking about caskets. Never mind. I was going to say I've played with many. times.
Outfitted, put a stereo system in it. You know,
Right? Oh man, I could dress up like the Undertaker and invite my friends over, and they'll be like, "Why do you got this?" It's for when I die to save you guys the trouble because I have no faith in you doing it when I was dead, so I did it myself.
How do you expect them to even dig you a hole?
Oh, you know what's funny? Actually, in my depression, I dug I basically dug an in-the-ground pool in my lawn because it's a long story. But anyways, I had a plastic skeleton, and when I filled it in, I was like, I put it there so that long after I'm dead, if someone ever digs in their lawn, they're gonna find a skeleton and freak out.
You should buy like a dinosaur bone and put it in there too. I've always
Right?
thought about
Oh
that,
no!
like mixing
Well,
something
dude,
in
to
there.
add to this too, because I was up
Yeah.
in my attic, so I buried the skeleton in the lawn, and I was like, well, no one's gonna really dig in the lawn. You're a fucking weirdo. And I was like, well, we gotta put a note or something, so if someone finds it, they'll be intrigued. So when I went up in the attic, I wrote in this notebook this whole crazy story about this bitch I hate. Right? And it's all fake, and I shoved it into like wherever, if anyone had to construct the walls, they would find the notebook. And then they would read the story, and if they're like, "Wait, there's something in the lawn," and then there'd be something to match up. I thought it'd be funny. I mean, I usually like to rig things where I can watch, but this one's set up for when I'm dead.
That's awesome. It actually is funny. Yeah, people freaking out.
Dude, you got like the Tom Petty vibe or something going on with your hat and your
Right.
purples and
Let's roll another joint and just head on down the road. That's a
what was that
musician I was
song
shocked
that he
died
sang
so
with the big
quickly.
hat?
Like, just think, Tom Petty died. I think he had the flu, but then somehow we still have Bob Dylan and all of the Rolling Stones.
And Willie Nelson.
Right? Oh, dude, check this out. If you think drugs and rock and roll ruin your life, let's look at the Rolling Stones and our ex-president Biden. Okay, apparently drugs and rock and roll do you better.
Somebody say drugs.
Drug.
Drugs.
Right? 'Cause, yeah, I mean, Mick Jagger, even when he was young, I thought he was a little flaky with his dance moves. I guess it's a thing, but he's still dancing like a shaved rooster as an elderly man.
Yeah, I don't get it. They say, is he the one who's been getting like those injections for all those years?
Maybe, because I know him and Keith Richards are always
Like
running
transfusion, not injections, but transfusion.
Yeah, young kid blood.
Yeah, I think you're thinking Keith Richards. He's the one that was said to have gotten a
Right.
transfusion because he's such a drug addict.
Yeah, because you see those memes, they're like, you need to really worry about what kind of world you're leaving behind for Keith Richards.
That song was "Don't Come Around Here No More."
Right. And my favorite Tom Petty song is Run Down a Dream. That's probably the quintessential.
That's a great song.
Yeah. That song kicks in. That's like that's a good, like, if you're making a mixtape for a road trip, you got to have that.
I've never made a mixtape for.
Stop walking down my street.
You know, I still have a mixtape from a girl that gave me the mixtape. I still have it, and it's got like Air Supply on it in Chicago, and
You still have the herpes we gave you?
Probably got some ABBA.
of course. I mean,
You know, you
Oh,
had
that's like, I remember
in the ABBA.
back in the day, I mean, the young bucks in the comments actually probably wouldn't even know what a fucking mixtape is, but one of my buddies had, I think it was Bush, and they had this is a band, and
you
so
know, buddy with a bush.
his dad, he had record on this tape for a girl, except his dad was a big pervert, and so he wrote Bush, get some. It's like he wanted to give it to a girl. He's like, Dad, don't put Bush, get some. She has a Bush.
You know, it's funny you say that, like writing stuff on that cruise. There's these people, and they all put these little like dry erase boards outside their door. So every time I walked by them, I wrote "Eat More Possum" on there. They always had these little notes, and I just kept writing "Eat More Possum, Eat More Possum" on every one of them. I'd walk by, and it'd always be erased when I went by, and I'd always just write it back on. It was kind of fun. I was like, "Eat more possum," real big.
Oh yeah, man. I don't know if I could ever do a cruise trip. I mean,
It was
yeah,
fun.
that's just too much stuck in one spot for me.
Well, there goes the neighborhood.
What's up, Outlaw? How you doing? All right. Let's see what Outlaw's got to say. Outlaw, what you doing, brother?
Well, not much. I'm watching this weather coming in where I'm at.
Are you in
Uh-huh.
Arkansas?
No, I'm in Alabama.
Close enough.
Yeah, y'all getting our wind, the wind that came through here.
Yeah, they're saying
I
saying
briefly
we're
had
fixing to get a 1-2 combo from it. Getting a
Well,
2-piece of a biscuit from the storm.
Well, hopefully you won't get hit by a satellite dish. You know that's Alabama state flower and all. So.
yeah, because there's another panel showing there's a lady named Arkansas, and I guess she's
They-
getting like pretty decent sized hail.
They said that a whole trailer park got wiped out up there in was it Missouri? Completely
no idea.
obliterated from one of them
Well, I
tornadoes.
mean, you remember back in the day, like people used to talk shit about people in trailers, but now people are so poor they don't even get to the level of being trailer trash anymore.
Somebody take her wrench away.
Excuse me.
Holy is drunk on power right now.
Oh, Holy, what you doing? Are you being mean?
Holy has lost her mind.
Holy's a good girl.
We love her.
I never got your answer earlier, Holy. I looked for it, but I never got it. I like Holy. I've talked to her. She's a sweetheart, but
Matt.
so what are you up to, Outlaw? How you doing, man?
Hey, homegrown.
Oh, nothing much, brother. Just running errands and doing my part, living life.
Holy shit! Look at this. We got a celebrity in the chat. Homegrown cowboy.
Oh, damn.
What's up, homegrown cowboy? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, as always.
Wow, look at everybody smooching on Holy.
I know, Holy. She get beat black and blue, man. They hit on her so much, man. Yeah, well,
Oh, man.
never know what's going on. So any wrestling? You had wrestling the other night, I think. Did Gutters lose?
Gutters didn't wrestle the other night.
I didn't wrestle.
I'm tired of losing at wrestling, man. I'm tired of losing.
Man, that show was weird because
Oh, I've seen it. I've seen the whole thing. You can set the goddamn. I know how this works.
well, no, I'm just saying we had multiple ring outs in that episode. It was weird.
Mm-hmm. No, I really don't care.
I think ever since they invented Create a Wrestler, I stopped playing the wrestling games and mostly just started just making random people like addictive.
But you said you started making out with random people. What?
Fuck yeah! Oh well, younger me was quite the man for it. Thank God the internet wasn't so prevalent.
I'll bet you were a suave motherfucker back when you were young. I bet you can still pull some ass, but I'll bet when you were like, in your late 20s, early 30s, you was probably shagging some pretty hot, like,
Right. Well, I don't come off as a depressed man, so obviously my history says I've done some good things.
There we go. Or
Wow.
bad things.
Wow. big dog mom.
bad, dirty, wrong. It depends. Sometimes I'll tell you what. They had one wrestling lady. I'll tell you what. You're not in love until you get her in a fucking lion tamer, and then it's good.
You ever gone hogging?
I've had some bad moments. I've had some low points.
Big dog
I've
mom.
tried many
She's not
things.
even.
I have yet to do a conjoined twin. I'm down. And a midget. I'm gonna put that on the list.
She's not even in the direct line of the path of the storms. I am.
Nobody's worried about you, Outlaw. You're a guy.
Wow. Yeah,
Now all of a sudden you're worried about women.
wow.
Oh.
Wow. Just like, wow.
I'm named like MGTOW. Now all of a sudden he's getting
Right.
jealous.
I think it's a Bob Marley song.
No, SO, it's a running joke between me and Holy. We do that just being funny.
Right. There's a Bob Marley song that's like, no woman, no problem.
Holy thinks it's serious because she's in competition, but I'm not.
Oh, God, especially I've been isolated for like a half decade. I don't know if I can acclimate to another human.
Hey,
Too much. I'm too used to doing what I want.
Outlaw, you got you a little spider monkey hole to jump in if one of them tornadoes go your way?
Yeah, we got right up the block. We've got a storm shelter. It's says on the front of the building 250 mile per hour wind resistant, and can take missile impact, which I don't believe. But
Well, maybe it's a weak missile.
it didn't even specify. It just says on the front of the building missile resistant. So I don't know.
Resistant. That's like water resistance on a watch you run going swimming in it.
Yeah.
Right. You know what? Talk about confidence in your construction to just be like, you know what? I'm so proud of this. It's missile proof.
Yeah. I'll have to take a picture of it and post it on YouTube in my community post. It's kind of funny. It's like, what?
Right. It's kind of like, what was it? Ocean Gate? Those people spent $1 million to go in a janky sub with an Xbox controller to blow up and die.
Yeah.
Which, in that scenario, I mean, James Cameron, a great film and filthy rich man with a super sub, had already overly filmed the Titanic. That why would you want to go look through your little hole in a janky sub?
Now, this storm shelter building has windows in it. Now, why would you put windows in a storm shelter building?
Well, it depends. Are they like the thick bulletproof glass or windows?
Well, the firefighter that was checking it out today that I ran into said that it was hurricane proof. So I don't know.
Yeah, because I mean, that's not exactly impossible. I mean, I just referenced subs, and submarines go down to pressure levels that are comically, like,
Yeah.
you know, so it's possible. But a lot of those quote bulletproof windows aren't that bulletproof. I mean, not that one would go around saying that. They're more of a placebo, less of a safety thing.
What's up, Multi? Good to see you, Multi.
Yeah.
Well, I see Multi. Oh man, I think I owe you a thanks, Mr. Traveler. I think you introduced me to what's the guy's name? Angry Phil. I like his channel, especially the nights when he's just talking shit about lefties. Just cracks me up.
Oh yeah, me and Phil get on there every Tuesday night and do that.
Oh
Remember
yeah.
the first time? Remember
yeah.
the first time I ever got on your panel there with Angry Phil there, Outlaw, and he hated me. It was funny. Man.
Really?
Well, I remember there was some kind of thing because he's Angry Phil, and it was one of those things. This is way back. Maybe it wasn't your panel. Maybe it was Bacon's. I think it was Bacon. I think it was Bacon's actually, and we ended up being friends afterwards. But you know, like by the end of the conversation, but we were both fucking with each other. Some people are like so thin-skinned they can't take like the camaraderie of like fucking with each other and just fucking with you, fucking with me back, fucking with me, and not get their feelings hurt. People get feelings hurt, and it's, you know, and then people get mad and they start, you know, saying your mom's this or your mom's that. And as soon as they go to those kind of things, it's like, okay, you're true. You know what I mean?
If you can get a word in edgewise over there, I mean, everybody's drunk and talking over each other. So.
Yeah, I'm totally going to feel for these various rooms because, you know, like right now I'm pretty civil, but some of these rooms are a bunch of savages, and I'm down for being a savage.
Well, now you can be a savage here, just don't say anything that, you know what I mean? Like,
I got it.
You can be a savage. You can fuck with people here, man. You can tease people. You can fuck with people. We ain't made a cake. We can take fucking jokes. We can give jokes, and it's a lot of fun. I just don't like the things where you have like 7, 8 people with horrible audio all speaking at the same time, yelling at the same time. I can't fucking do it, man. It drives me insane. I just can't do it.
Oh yeah, once it gets too out of hand. And another thing too is sometimes I'm impressed on how you can get 12 people on a panel and no one has any charisma with each other. It's like 12 different conversations with no one intersecting each other. It's weird, but it happens.
Well, that's the problem. That's the problem with random pop-ups where everybody can join. I'm sure that's how you meet people and stuff like that. But when you get 10 people who don't know each other, sense of humor, and 5 people have shitty audio, 4 people are hot, been smoking weed since. Oh, sorry, Mr. Duggar.
Hey.
Oh yeah, nothing worse.
People are like fucking
and I smoke weed
2 bottles into
drink
Jack
too.
Daniels, and you know.
But some of these people don't have the moment where they're like,
But
"Oh
see,
yeah,
it's happening right. It's happening right now. It's happening right now. Let LW finish. See. Proceed, LW. That's how you do that.
It's all right. I kind of lose my steam when somebody just starts talking over me.
Sorry."
Well, I'm gonna tell you what the complaint.
Even women.
No, depends.
You ever had a talker? You ever had a talker, one that wants to have a conversation while you know? And it's
That's
like,
a case by case basis.
okay.
Oh yeah, Big Dog.
He
Mom.
gets pissy when I talk over him.
Shit.
Gutters. You would have
Right.
liked my stream on Rumble tonight, especially.
Right.
Hmm.
Some people are really loud during lovemaking, but I had a bunk bed when I was a kid, so I had to like try to stealthily jerk off as my cousin slept below me. So during lovemaking time, I'm not really like an acoustic guy.
We found all kinds of nice songs tonight on Rumble. Smacking a bitch, and
Oh,
What?
oh,
That's an awesome house, right?
the guys found some of them AI songs, and we all started playing them.
Oh,
God.
dude, those AI
I don't
songs
know.
are great.
Yeah, them AI songs are just gold, man.
Oh, dude, yeah. If you guys haven't checked it out, just put retro AI 70s jams or something, and all of these songs, and they say some of the sauciest fucking shit. It's great.
All right. Well done.
it's one thing fools hates.
I can't help it, Gutters. I'm sorry. I'm so used to doing things like panels are hard for me. Panels are really hard for me. I struggle with panels. And I like hearing what everybody has to say. I just like hearing them one at a time. It just, sorry. I'm not being a dick. I want to hear the bad jokes. I want to hear the like the everything, but I want to hear them one at a time. I don't want to hear like 3 jokes at the same time. It's fucking.
And what it all boils down to is this is a channel for people that's over 18. You ought to be able to handle the conversation and get your feelings hurt when you're in the wrong place. All we ever do is try to have a discussion, make each other laugh. None of us are scientists, none of us are lawyers or nothing like that. Well, some of us are lawyers, but we just try to get along with everybody. And sometimes it ain't enough because just sometimes we just And if you're one of them people that we piss off, hey, you can go play a good old game or go hide and fuck yourself.
Oh, this is the best
think,
way to explain it to someone. I reserve my feelings for the people I know on actual Earth and the people online.
We don't fucking care, though.
Exactly. People online are here for just commentary and fun times. My emotions are for real Earth.
I think I kind of scared Wanda E and Callie with those songs I was playing too. Wanda was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, dude, I like black exploitation AI music.
You know what? Another thing I love is when the subject changes every 90 seconds. That's my favorite too.
Wait, what were you saying, LW?
Wait,
was
what
talking
about the
about
weather in
baseball.
Canada?
Wait, I was about to interrupt you. You want LW? Please start talking about something so I can interrupt you. I really need you to do this for me right now, sir.
I was thinking
really
about going to
Do
Only
it!
Farmers,
Oh,
which is a
everybody
dating site.
talking this. Let's get Trial and Fools to rage quit for the first time ever. And everybody's
Oh, you're
Everybody.
close. You are fucking
4,
close,
3.
buddy. You are.
I could do that in about 3 seconds.
No, by all
What
means.
are you gonna eat more gummies? What the hell?
No, LW, by all means. Let's go back to the conversation we were having with you. What was we talking about?
So if I'm growing pot plants in my closet, can I
No,
join
we're not
We were
doing that.
talking about-
No,
Make that we were talking about pod play.
Yeah.
Melted Copper, do me a favor.
Mhm.
Like, you're welcome here all the time. But and I got nothing against what you're just talking about, but let's not promote it. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm just making murder jokes. I didn't think we did
I know you can make all the murder jokes you want, but obviously there's
We can do
certain
murder, but
things
let's not do no stoner
Well,
weed
exactly.
references.
Fucking A, man.
Wow.
We got to keep our
We got
priorities
standards
straight.
here.
Yeah, we do have standards.
They're called
Standards there.
they're called traveling fool standards or
That
fuck
was
off.
so funny.
So
Oh,
LW, what was we talking about? The subject.
We're
change?
talking about how Disney
Yes.
hates midgets.
Well,
They
that was
removed
like
the Willow
38
TV
subjects
show.
ago, brother. I can't remember now. You're going to have to go play this shit back.
They turned all the dwarfs into CGI cartoons in their live action film. Disney just hates
know.
dwarfs.
You're not carrying.
Diversity
I
has
just,
a height
I just
limit
feel
like
like
a roller
no.
coaster.
I just feel like they're just keep trying to short us on something.
Somebody
Yeah,
shorted.
trust me, Big Dog Ma. I even was like, "What? We have standards now? I guess I need to get rid of the crack whore in the
What the
basement."
hell are standards?
Who has stairs?
We're unfiltered. We don't use filters
Yes,
around here.
yes.
We're not Napa.
And I thought you let the crack whore out of your basement and went to the damn filming room.
She put
I
on
can't
the-
believe you're making her wear a purple shirt, but you know.
Yeah, I was able to, pal. Yeah, I hit you right between the bullseye. I say, hey, you're going down like a big fish.
Oh man, sometimes you meet couples and you're just like, you guys just accepted that that's just what you can get. You guys aren't.
We don't care.
No, there's a lot of people on YouTube. This is a funny thing I see about YouTube. There's a lot of people on YouTube. Everybody goes down the same road. And I'm not saying I'm going on the right road or the wrong road. Probably the wrong road, because most of the roads I've ever gone down in my life have been the wrong road. But there's so many people on YouTube that just, they all walk on fucking eggshells everywhere they go. They want, they're blah, 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 blah. And then they try to do what everybody wants them to do. Fuck all that nonsense. I don't give a fuck what anyone wants me to do or anything. I really don't give a fuck. And I'm I'm always,
Muffled.
I will never, shut the fuck up, Gutters. I will never say,
Sorry, but you were muffled. We couldn't.
Yeah,
fucking
your
hear
audio did jack up during the
Yeah,
apex
fuck
of
off.
whatever you're
I
trying
will
to say.
never
but-
say anything that I wouldn't say in front of somebody.
Basically, God censored you.
Wow.
Yeah, God censored me.
God said that was enough.
Exactly.
That
God's
was
like, pipe down, traveling fools. You know what I miss? I miss getting lost. This is what I hate about GPS, because I used to love finding like an empty road,
Oh,
driving
somebody
and not
takes
knowing.
GPS.
I miss being able to be lost.
There
You
you
gotta
go.
go
God.
to another country to get lost now.
Right?
There you go, Gutter. Now you and Mouse get to be jealous of my avatar in a French maid outfit.
Well, look at you.
You love that, don't you? It's good
That's
stuff.
That one leg looks like it could have a.
And on that note, I am rage quitting. But we really do appreciate everybody who has come in here tonight. We've really appreciated you. Have a great night. And always remember this.
Any attempt to restrict drinking and driving here is viewed by some as downright undemocratic.
It's kind of getting common is when a fella can't put in a hard day's work, put in 11, 12 hours a day, and then get in your truck and at least drink 1 or 2 beers.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to. You have to wear a seatbelt when you drive.